playing maze. It's the water bottles and Gatorade. Gotta say, a lot of people want me to fade away. Dedicated, keep my game sharp as a razor blade. Day to day, with my gold teeth in the table fade. Playing maze. It's the water bottles and Gatorade. Gotta say, a lot of people want me to fade away. Dedicated, keep my game sharp as a razor blade. Day to day, with my gold teeth. I'm rolling this blunt up, I sit and think about to come up. Hit your chick with that lumber, she somewhere deep in the slumber. I ain't Stevie, no wonder, I had her falling this summer. She talking tatting my name, I ain't even saving the number. Hey, pimpin' meticulous, when you pimp it's a hit or miss. Vernacular snapping, she breaking bread just to get a kiss. Look what done happened, her nosy friend and got in a mix. She know I'm a hitter too, she tell him I plead the fifth. Playing maze, it's the water bottles and Gatorade. Gotta say, a lot of people want me to fade away. Dedicated, keep my game sharp as a razor blade. Day to day, with my gold teeth in the table fade. Playing maze, it's the water bottles and Gatorade. Gotta say, a lot of people want me to fade away. Dedicated, keep my game sharp as a razor blade. Day to day, with my gold teeth in the table fade. Mention my pedigree with my mental telepathy. Hitting them curves, my lines connect like the letter B. Waiting my turn, I swear my life is the letter V. Studied the masters, I learned the wisdom from A to Z. Books is still something, I still instill in the women. If you can hold up a combo, then we can make us a killing. Close your eyes and just listen to these tricks when they tricking. When my chicks looking good, it's like them bricks when they flipping. Because I'm playing maze, it's the water bottles and Gatorade. Gotta say, a lot of people want me to fade away. Dedicated, keep my game sharp as a razor blade. Day to day, with my gold teeth in the table fade. Playing maze, it's the water bottles and Gatorade. Gotta say, a lot of people want me to fade away. Dedicated, keep my game sharp as a razor blade. Day to day, with my gold teeth in the table fade. Playing maze, it's the water bottles with Gatorade. Gotta say, a lot of people want me to fade away. Dedicated, keep my game sharp as a razor blade. Day to day, with my gold teeth in the table fade. Playing maze, it's the water bottles with Gatorade. Gotta say, a lot of people want me to fade away. Dedicated, keep my game sharp as a razor blade. Day to day, with my gold teeth in the table fade. To the edible, that got me feeling that it's quite questionable. The question who the flyest in the session or professional, professionally stepping up the pedestal. Lost the smile shit, it's intestinal. Testing is the testament to my testicular fortitude, and I'm obsessed and possessed by the oracle. More or less so let's go. 4 times 4 bars down the boardwalk, and I won't pass go. Alright, keep your mind spinning like tops as I spin on this spinning rock, spinning through the universe, we getting guap. They kinda hoping that I win and stop, but we keep it going, we just spin the block. Yep, a country boy like good gravy. Boys is good and lazy, coming up slim like young shady. But if you're thinking I'm crazy, since a $1.2 baby, my motto been fuck you, pay me. Dig deep, don't scratch the surface. The most important day is the day you figure your purpose. You into it, the universe, so you working. Cause shit hit different when it's perfectly perfect. The blunt hit different when it's perfectly perfect. Keep the grass, cause stay away from them serpents. You into it, the universe, so you working. Cause shit hit different when it's perfectly perfect. If I consume a mushroom and take flight, every time, man, a blind man can never lose insight. Equally yoked like a ride you can't fight. Whenever my pen write, create a different energy to bend light, like black holes, random. Feel like every soul return to the nearest one on earth, but that's a different topic. But right now I'm feeling philanthropic. About to cash out of some jewels, I feel the wheel to drop them. Alright, I don't watch presentations, I read publications. See, confrontations a bad representation of what we chasing. So chill, just be patient and get in line. We all about to make it, but give me mine. Taco Tuesday, margaritas, a hit of line. Look,
little cutie with goddess features, she really mine. Couple shroomies, we hit the roomie, it's overtime. Yeah, it's overtime. Yeah, you. Dig deep, don't scratch the surface. The most important day is the day you figure your purpose. You into it, the universe, so you work it. Cause shit hit different when it's perfectly perfect. Blunt hit different when it's perfectly perfect. Keep the grass, cause stay away from them serpents. You into it, the universe, so you work it. Cause shit hit different when it's perfectly perfect.
Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's the Pseudokillas on deck. And we come to do what we got to do, and we're going to do what we got to do. We standing tall. We standing strong. Look, man, Pseudokillas on deck. Yeah. Y'all know what it is, man. What's good, family? Let me get this video real fast, real quick here. Let me start this thing off right, man. You know, we was having a powerful conversation in Discord. And of course, everybody disappeared. They all disappeared. Let me see if I can get this. I want to start this with this. Y'all know we got that event coming. Shout out to Dr. Oyama. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shorty. Da-da. Yeah, her game is on high. It sure is. Let me start off like this, man. Get y'all into the groove right off the top, man. Let me see if I can get this in there. Right off the top. Let me share my screen, man. Did the building fill up? We got 19,000 building. Where y'all at? Y'all don't expect the Pseudokillas to go live. Logic, everybody, get in here, man, from the server, man. Get up in there, man. What y'all doing? We like to have shows where the servers, people in the servers can get in. The army. Oh, man, it's about to fall out. About to have an accident. Man. Okay. Right. That's right. Ah, man. Let me get this right. Okay. You share the screen, man. Get this thing started right, man. Shout out to DQ, man. Got that funk, boy. Telling you, yo. I know hip hop when I hear it. You know some original shit when I hear it. I swear I do. Even when y'all don't think I do. I like all hip hop. Yeah. Remember, my age group was there at the start of hip hop. So I done heard all of it up to now. That's a beautiful thing. You say, hell, we done heard all of it too. Yeah, that is the truth. But it hit different, right? It hit a little different when you ain't never heard it before. See, like you never heard hip hop before. The first time you heard hip hop, like, damn, it's amazing to be around for a new music form. You ain't had nothing to kind of put it up against. Now you can act like, yeah, that kind of came from that. Nah, when you heard that hip hop and all that, you be like, oh, you knew it was here to stay, right? And I think everybody that got the early money off of it knew it was here to stay too. They just act like they didn't. Everybody knew. Platers knew that shit was a gold mine. They played us all the way up to the end. Yeah, man, we got an event coming, man. Look, this is what it is. Hey, shout out to CK. Oh man, what the hell happened to David? Oh, man, you get up like that, Cedric. Yeah, with yesterday's show. Yeah, shout out to CK. Pseudo killer, man. She put that together for us. We appreciate that. All day, every day. Appreciating that. Yes, indeedy. So yeah, man, we got that thing coming. Got that show coming. Got that Zoom thing coming. How many of y'all got y'all tickets? Starting to move a little bit. All right. How many of y'all got y'all tickets? How many of y'all gonna be in there? How many of y'all playing pseudo killers? Y'all playing pseudo killers, you ain't gonna be there. But if you part of the army, just promoting science and literacy, or you supporting that quality event. Put that link in there. All right. Put the link in there, man. And support us as we bring forth Dr. Moya. Yeah, it's going all the way down. Hate to do it to y'all. Hate to do it. Right? But we told you so. We absolutely told you so. We say, yeah, we're going to start bringing these experts through. We did say it, and we meant it. And we really, really meant it. And we're going to keep doing this. So every time y'all open your mouth about this, that, and playing expert, we're going to bring the experts. We're going to bring the champs on you. Live interview, June 15th, 7:30. Be there. Dr. Moya Matea, folklorist to the stars, an astrophysicist to the folks. Y'all know it, man. It's a pseudo killer special. June 15th, 7:30. Be in the building, y'all. It's going down, man. She wrote that book, an autobiography of our galaxy. Yeah. Doc gonna be in the building, man. I like to see strong sisters step all the way up to the game, man. It means something. It means something. Make sure y'all be there and support that. Don't play pseudo killers. Don't play scientific literacy. Don't play. Make sure y'all support it, man. If y'all serious about what y'all doing, man. It's at a great price point, too. I'm not quite sure we marketing to the people that selling. I don't know. We might be. Nah. We marketing to the scientific literate community. We are. I'm not gonna play. We really are, man. You know, and if everybody else get it, that's a good thing that you got it, man. Yeah. Get in block. What's good, man? What it do? Said Brown, what it do? Let me make sure everybody got the link, though. Because y'all ain't jumping. Y'all need to jump in. What y'all doing, man? If I get to cooking, you usually get to cooking. People that, man. Oh. So yeah, it's going down. And I appreciate, everybody supported thus far. We mess with who mess with us around here, man. All right. Simple as that, yo. Yeah. So if I've been supporting you, you gotta support me, or else I ain't supporting you no more. Just like that. You don't care about me, I don't care about you. Just like that. But yeah. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can get this in there. One more sec before we get to cooking. Yeah. All right. Where we at? We was having a great conversation, man, about beliefs, man. Yeah, the Bible and believing. Pseudokillas deep conversation, man. Do humans still believe? So the conversation was that people, some people felt like that the people in the community be scamming, man. And I think some of them do. But for the most part, what's really going on is you can't get past your own believing mind. My fault, believing brain. You can't. Most of us can't defeat it. And we all, whether we believe in deity or not, or gods, right? Nobody can defeat the believing brain. You just can't. And I always give the example of you can be upstairs, 2:00 in the morning, something crashed through your window, you're gonna grab that banger, right? And you're gonna go downstairs with that joint cop because you believe it's somebody breaking in your house. Key word, you believe. You don't know, right? Air the caution, bring out the banger. All right. So this type of brain, the evolution of the brain that caused you to believe things is happening that is not happening, it serves you well at times. Because if you just crash through the window and you automatically act like you knew what it was, that's just a tree, I'll get it in the morning, then you wouldn't go down there. Come to find out, 5 minutes later, they robbing your house. So belief is part of being Homo sapiens sapien. And this is where the rubber meets the road. And this is why us non-believers have a problem with getting these points across, because we hardwired to believe. Stone Age brains in the space age. You believe your kids is going to school. You get their report card, they miss half a semester. Got you. Believe it. Based off of certain circumstances, I seen them leave out the door. I believe they going. Then they didn't go for a semester. My child wouldn't do that. Yeah, your child didn't come to school. And you believe in it, you argue down, and then you see the doorbell with a camera in it, and you see they didn't even get on the bus. And you're like, oh, now I know. So Homo sapiens sapiens was in an environment surrounded by foes, surrounded by things, creeping things that could kill you. There was no antibiotics. So if you fell and broke your leg, the infection would kill you. Bones took out your leg, you wasn't set no bone, you was done. Not unless your immune system fought it off and you made it, right? You got bit by a snake, there wasn't no understanding of snake venom, you're done. Either your immune system helped you sweat it out or whatever the hell you did, you're done. right? So, we charged up, we jumpy. Everything is trying to kill us, and we jumping for it. We making sure we looking at everything. The leaves rattle, we jumping. The grass move, we jumping. We in the savannah, the grass move, we breaking, we getting up out of there, right? Because if you don't get up out of it, it could be something that could potentially eat you. But it wasn't this particular time. It was just the wind blowing the grass. But you're not trying to sit there and determine that. So people who was thinking like we was thinking, they was definitely getting eaten. No, I wonder is that's not, it's not an animal in that grass. Let me think, philosophize. It's the wind. Yeah, everybody been and ran. It's the wind, is it? And that big cat come behind that grass, and it's too late. Oh, it's too late, right? So our minds was geared when we was in the trees, right, in the forest, okay, outnumbered by everything. As we transformed in our environment, this was part of the process. Believing, because when you believe something, you ain't missing nothing. You believe everything is going wrong, and so you look at everything that's going wrong. You don't miss nothing. That was essential for us in the Stone Age. So we bring these Stone Age brains forward. And so we find it hard to believe why people still think we come from a myth. But we got it honest. We definitely got it honest. So if people in the Stone Age believed 4 billion people are Christians, they believe, another 2 billion people are Muslims, or they believe, couple 100 million people are Jews, they believe, and then all other religions they believe. So the non-believers are definitely outnumbered. You're not going to defeat the numbers. So the numbers clearly show that human beings still believe. Now, how about those things that are groundbreaking? Right? Like the information that Charles Darwin was bringing forth. He was at the frontier. And being at the frontier is high level in science. Out there. Remember, before him, you was really thinking that you came from the Bible. Now, if you was the Khoisan, you was really thinking that you came from one of their myths. And if you was Zulu, you was really thinking something different. But if you was under the yoke of colonialism, you was really thinking you was coming from the Bible. And if you was under the yoke of Islam, you was really, really thinking Allah did it. You wasn't questioning it because it wasn't nothing that you even questioned. Like there wasn't any. It's hard for me to even give you a good example of that. So we talked about periods where human beings actually thought they came from the myth. Now, was they scamming? They couldn't have been. They just didn't know. Same thing with the conversation about the Egyptians. Same thing. There is no. So when you see a picture, you like, they look just like us. If I put the picture up, if I put the picture up, right, your brain you can't make that. You're not going to make that determination. Yeah, you can't make that determination. You're not going to be able to do it. You just actually not going to be able to make the determination. You're going to actually think they're you. You're not going to be able to say that that's not what you think you're looking at. You're just not. Right? The hell with the science. You're not going to science. What you talking about, Unc? Pseudokillas? What y'all talking about? Yeah, what do you mean? What's your point? Look, you're just not going to be able to defeat this. Argue till the cows come home. Okay? Nubian tribute presented to the king tomb. Look, this all fits into what I'm showing. The more you know about what you're going through mentally, the more you can work on it. This is why this will be an endless conversation. Right here. This is the endless conversation. It's endless. As you look at this picture, I can get up on it. Bam. Look, I'm going to get all the way up on it. Look, I'm all the way up on it. Look. Look. And that's an Egyptian. Look at the real color on him. Look. See the real color, see? All right, that's the real color right there on that Egyptian. Not the faded out right there, but with the brown. That's it. Y'all not telling them that they not. Nobody's listening to y'all. Look, nobody. You're not gonna let. We're not. What are you talking about, Unc? These are black people, dog. They're in different complexions. They black people, yo. Look, he look like Sammy on the block right there. Look at that. They black people. Yo, look at the Egyptians, yo. Look, what are you talking about? Y'all can't get out of the way. Look down here, the Egyptians. Look at that. See if I can make it a little bit big. Let me show you Egyptians. Look, you gonna tell a bunch of marginalized people who had their history stolen right from underneath their feet, meaning they never got taught it. You had to figure it out through slavery, and you weren't gonna do that. You trying to tell them that these people ain't black. What do you mean? You trying to tell me about science and ain't no race? Yeah, ain't no race, nothing, because right. Now we supposed to forget who we is. Yeah, that's what you're gonna get. They're gonna fight you to death on this one. You're not looking at this picture and say these are not black people and these are definitely Egyptians. You're not gonna be able to do it. Look at that hand right there. That hand is of Egyptian. See, look. See that? That's the paint. The lighter part of the paint came off. Look. Come on, man. What you talking about, Unc? Look at that, the extra dark person. And no help from National Geographic. Don't make me pull that up. They dive right into it. Oh man, the black pharaohs. You're done right there. Look, National Geographic, the black pharaohs. I'm telling you, yo. Ain't no way you're not getting past all that, yo. You're not. You're just gonna take special human beings. Seriously, yo. Because your eyes is lying to you, right? No. I'm telling you. Eyes, the history we went through, everything you went through. Now we finally got something. Y'all trying to take it away. I said we finally got something, and y'all trying to take it away. I said we finally got something, and y'all trying to take it away with that nonsense sign. That's the white man signs. Because white man signs are trying to tell us that ain't what it is. Look, then you're not gonna get away with the commercialization. You're not. Look, damn. Man, y'all not, man. I mean, no matter how hard, man, look, man. Look, let me find a good picture for y'all. Y'all not, what are you talking about, man? They outmarket us. Come on, dog. Look. Let me see. Shoot. All right. Two things. I'm going to do this right here. See if I can get the bigger picture. Goodness. The black pharaohs from the kingdom of Cush. Look. Come on, man. This a magazine we all support right here. We all support this magazine right here, yo. Don't even tell us to read. Look. Look, the black pharaohs, the kingdom of Cush who ruled over Egypt for centuries. Look, that's the cover. That's on the cover. Look. That's not a black man, yo. What are you talking about? You Uncle Tom, yo. Yeah, you just trying to trick us, yo. You want to trick us. Trying to trick us, huh? I'm tricking y'all. Yeah, that's why they can't hear you. You saying their eyes is lying to them? We trying to say. What are you saying? Look, straight out the book. Oh, man. This is crazy. Show you all the pictures, and you tell me y'all think y'all really gonna do, not listening to y'all. It take too much, yo. Trying to show you this is the issue, man. This is definitely the issue right here. Right? I'm walking you slow on why you think the way you think and why you believe the way you believe. You're not going to get past it. It's counterintuitive. You're not going to be able to, you're not. Trust me. It take special. You gotta be special. Can't believe I can't find a good picture right here. This is crazy. Sanchez can dive on his joint and Google himself to death and get everything you want to get. I'm trying to show something righteous. Let me stop. Hit y'all with the religion. Righteous. Y'all can jump for that. Oh, he was righteous. All right. I'll show you the whole damn thing. Here, do this. So listen, why y'all think y'all can get past that? Why y'all think y'all better than that? Y'all not. You're not. Why you think you can tell somebody that's learning their history? Look. Nobody listening. Look. You go. This is straight out of the National Geographic magazine right here, y'all. That picture to the right, yo, the Black Pharaohs. Look, the Black Pharaohs, ladies and gentlemen. What makes you think you're going to get a group of people that believe this, not to believe that? Kid, what we reading? What you talking about? All these pictures, man, look. What are you talking about? That's the Black Pharaohs. Definitely the Black Pharaohs. It's the Black Pharaohs, man. That's a National Geographic, y'all. Y'all really think that they going to believe y'all? That's National Geographic right there, man. Yeah, y'all not, what? They not black. You tripping. You done got caught up in that white man science. That Charles Darwin. That's the magazine entitled The Black Pharaohs. So then they get you. They get you with the Black Pharaohs. See? And you was like, bet. Yeah, it's the Black Pharaohs. Why I can't get the cover? It ain't gonna let me get the black. It ain't gonna let me get the cover. I don't know why. Let me see. Yep. No way. Got it on the show. Right? Then don't go to the institutions. Then they straight lied about a lot of stuff. Then you caught up with that. You can't get that past because you still believe in it getting you. Now you got a conspiracy in your head. And you thinking I'm working for the feds or the government. You know how y'all do. It's all that. It's a lot of stuff you got to get by. Most of us is not going to be able to get by. Most of us is not going to be able to get by that. You're not getting past this picture right here, and you're not going to be able to get past the words because it's counterintuitive, and you're not going to be able to do it. Trust me. It takes somebody special to get past this picture right here. Man, they fed off. They got you right here. Look, National Geographic, the Black Pharaohs, conquerors of ancient Egypt. You're not going to get past. Man, they did that. You was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to figure out all kind of ways to hold on to that. And so if you're saying that the 25th dynasty is the Black Pharaohs, then who the hell was the rest of the people? Say this again. You fell for the banana in the tailpipe and you went for it, the Black Pharaohs. So if this is the Black Pharaohs, what's the rest of the pharaohs? The white pharaohs, huh? Or the Middle Eastern pharaohs. But these is the Africans right here. These is the black people. You know how black and Africa, you know what I'm saying, work hand in hand together. Who you going to tell that that's not a black man? Not a damn soul. Not unless you scientifically literate. You tell somebody else, you be like, yo, you trying to take away from the pain we had. What you mean? Race is a social construct. It's real. I seen them argue. What are you talking about? As if we don't know the pain and suffering that occurred based off of this social construct. As if we don't know millions died. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. People get hung. No justice. Shot down by the police department. We get it. But it takes a group of special people who really study and got the foundation of biology and evolution and understand genetics and DNA and understand regional differences and understand the multiplicity of phenotypes on Africa and understand science and the basic scientific method, and to know the better you understand science, the better you're going to understand your story. Take a special group of people to get this. And guess what? It ain't just black people, y'all. All people do this. That's a human thing to believe. There's a human thing to gravitate to things. You gravitate to teams. So believing that the Egyptians is black and that's your team, right? Kent brings up the point, well, why is it that don't make no sense? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't help you. Well, rooting for the Ravens or the Washington football team, how does that help you? You man, when you watching football and that shit, when you in it for real, man, you feel, man, you the next day at work they lose, you feel that, dog. So you don't think them people feel that every time we say, yo, they ain't black? They feel that because that's their team. Because it's a Stone Age brain. It's the believing brain. You believe that team is your team. You ain't getting a check from the team. I've been there. I just got mad after they won the Super Bowl. I'm like, I ain't getting no money. Cheer too hard this year. That's crazy. And you snap out of it. But you believe that's your team. That ain't your team. You ain't getting no money. You're rooting for it. So that's the same way people doing this Egypt. They rooting for it. They can't get out of their believing brain, and they not. Most people can't do it. That's why most people can't get off of drugs, because it's in the mind. It's a physical thing, but the thing you gotta conquer is the thing in your mind. That's the hardest thing. Rehabs don't work. Most people don't make it. They stay strung out on drugs. Most people don't get to this point where when you understand that based off of having literacy and science, and based off of understanding that it ain't gonna dag on God. You know that's a supernatural thing, and science ain't even for that. Too many damn gods for there to be one God anyway. It'd be more. If it was a God, it'd be a lot of gods. That's the point. But we understand this is a human idea that's based off of what? The Stone Age brain. And we get it. So yeah, man, I got some powerful people on the panel, man. What's up, child? What's good? Logic.
Yo,
What up?
what's up, man?
You know it
This
is,
is
man.
this is actually a really powerful topic right here.
I know.
Um, man, I think at its core, right at the very bottom line to it, it depends on what you're trying to do with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you are trying to use the information and then just, you digging for facts, then you're gonna find facts, right? And if you digging for some kind of some type of allegory to latch yourself onto, then you're gonna find that too. You get what I'm saying? So, but I mean, at the end of the day, from what I could tell, man, the healthiest way to look at this information is, to be forward thinking about it. And I don't think if you look at it in a forward thinking manner that you can really latch on to it in an important way, right? Like other than a hobby, I don't think there's a whole lot more you can do with it. Let me give you a better example, right? So in 2023, in my opinion, right,
Mm-hmm.
to claim that we accomplished something 5,000 years ago is not a rebuttal to racism in 2023, right? The ways that racism applies to our communities is not fought on that front. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't solve any of the problems that you would run into racism wise in today's world. You get what I'm saying? It's only
Mm-hmm.
something that you can internalize. You might get some type of internal gratification from it, but in reality the world isn't giving you that kind of gratification, right? Say for instance, you run into a racist, right?
Mm-hmm.
You then go in and blurt out, well, we built the pyramids. Well, we wrote the Bible. Well, we did X, Y, Z. That don't mean nothing. Literally, that's where I'm at. It's
Yeah, it
something
don't
cool
mean nothing.
enough, but I
Yeah,
mean,
it
you
don't
might as
mean
well
nothing to
get you a
you.
bullhorn and stand in the corner and do whatever, man.
People do it. That's just like hell rooting for a team that you ain't getting no bread from. What is that? It's the
But
same thing, yo.
that's a lot easier to separate yourself as a hobbyist, a fan, a fanatic,
What?
right? It's
What
easier
you
to
mean
separate.
separate?
To, huh?
No, some people, yeah, nah, dog. People be ready to fight over their team, yo.
Oh, people
NFL,
be ready to fight over it. I ain't saying
yeah,
that.
how? See how? Think about it's just a team, it's a game, right? We can say this for everything because there's no. I'm trying to show y'all that's what
I
humans
see
do,
your
yo.
point, but it's just as illogical.
Right, but that's not the point. Whether it's belief don't got never have to be logical. Never has to be any of these things. That's the point I'm making. Right? We hear the people with logic all the time, dog. They're not what they man. I'm looking at that picture, man. Man, look at that picture. Yo, it's counterintuitive. Nobody's getting past that. You're not gonna get past that, dog. People really think that they come from the Bible right now. Kimmy gonna open his line and swear he come from the pages of the Bible, yo. And gonna tell you all kind of ways he did. You gonna say, knock it off. That's the same person that actually think they playing NFL football, cheering to no end, dog. Man, when I watch a football game, when I'm in the sports bar, yo, I'm around it. Like if I go to a Steelers bar and they playing the Ravens, man, oh man, I'm into every catch. I make the catch, all that. I be having fun. I'm into it.
Mhm.
But it real, it ain't nigga. I'm not on the field, yo. And then everybody swear they would have made that catch. Why he ain't catch it? They making that, yo. Oh man, bro, we swear that we would have made that catch. The damn ball coming about 85
I
miles an
definitely do
hour
that too.
with people all across your face in the middle, surrounded by 65,000 people. We on the sideline. We ain't even on the sideline. We in the sports bar
I
talking about,
definitely do
yo,
that.
how you ain't catch that? Yo, you make $1 million. Right. We believed that we would have caught that. We wouldn't have caught that, nigga, because you wouldn't even made it to the NFL. How about that? So it's healthy, first of all, to believe, right? You gotta, if you don't believe nothing, right? Then what? Then then what? So belief, right, is part of being a functioning Homo sapiens sapien. You gotta admit that, right? Why else would evolution still carry it on? You got 4 billion people, 3 billion people Christians, yo. You got another 2 billion people Muslims, and then you know what I'm saying, then all the rest. Why
Now, how
would this
about
still be going on? So let me finish my point though, right?
okay?
It's the it's when you can't put it in its proper place when it becomes unhealthy. See, it's when you can't afford to believe when it's unhealthy. So marginalized group got less, like space for error, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do it you can't overdo it. You missed the mark. You got to be somewhere kind of, yeah, you can't depend, yeah. Where your community is healthy, yo. Beliefs is part of it, and you can overdo it and you can come back from that. But we can't afford to take moms and dads out the house because they stuck in the cult, right? If a white person or other people more affluent get stuck in the cult, yo, then they family can help out until the person come back around. But you start taking people out the family, then the kids is becoming gangbangers and selling dope. It's crazy, yo. Like we couldn't even afford to be strung out on drugs like that. We wasn't going to the Betty Ford Center. Y'all been to every rehab. It wasn't Betty Ford, bro. You go downtown Baltimore, go to the recovery house or whatever. It wasn't that. Right. So I couldn't even afford, really, I shouldn't even been in that situation for that long. I just happen to have a strong family, yo, to bounce. But most dudes, yo, they're gonna be in prison, jail, yo. That's a mistake. You can't be stuck like that. So what I'm saying is there's a side to beliefs that's very unhealthy, yo. And the more we get more technology, the more things you got to know, yo, the more unhealthy it is. And getting finish with this statement right here and let everybody else talk. Bro, imagine coming through the transcontinental slave trade, yo, where all hope is taken away. You got 2 choices. You got take your ass into slavery or dive off the ship. Got 2, right? 2 choices. Simple. Ain't no, what you gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna go into slavery. Now that you're in slavery, you hopeless. First of all, you in a whole nother, man, we can't even imagine being in another whole world. Yo, you was on the water. First of all, you didn't even know you could be on the water that long without hitting land. The hell is that? I was in the Marines. So I know what it's like to be disorientated. Meaning when when you go to Camp Lejeune, first thing they do, they bring you in at night. So you're gonna be disorientated, right? And it's dark, right? And you go in the squad bed, they turn the lights on, they sit down, you tired, they not let you see you drove all night to get that. Man, you tired, bro. You drive about an hour to get the Camp Lejeune on purpose. They drive you like that. You get there, you tired, the lights, everything is dark around you, but the lights in the squad bed is super bright. You can't see outside, man. And then you sleep for about 2 hours. You wake up now, it's daytime, and then they walk you to a spot where you at. So for 3 fucking months, dog, you in this space. For 3 months, you in this space, yo. And then when you graduate, you realize the fucking town was right next door, yo. You was fucking orientated the whole damn time. You really thought you was somewhere else, and you wasn't. You could have walked your ass a damn 2 blocks, yo, and you could have got your ass in a car and left. Wow. So now imagine coming from Africa, right? You really disorient. You what? And then you all the way where you don't even know where you at. You didn't even know you could go that far. Yo, you done. Your whole mind got to get right, yo. And it's a whole lifestyle change, yo. For 200 years, like, come on, dog. And then you come out of that and you fight and you prod, and then people that look just like you turn you in because they scared, and you want to lead the plantation, but they scared. You not scared. You got heart, and everybody with heart, yeah, I'm saying, get their nuts chopped off, get their heads chopped, get their fingers chopped off, get their whip on their back. But you got heart. How many times your back gonna break? Okay, right. Y'all don't know what it's like to get broke down. I know what it's like to get broke down. That's what the Marine Corps did. That's why I always got one up on all y'all. If you ain't been in the Marine Corps, yo, I got you. Matter of fact, I got 2 things on everybody, and that's what they always underestimate about me. And I can actually tell you the 2 things I got on you. One, I made it through Marine Corps boot camp. Most of y'all watching couldn't have made it. You think you can, so you believe you can, but you wouldn't have made it. You would have caught some kind of injury. Your foot would have hurt, something. You just wouldn't have been able to deal with the physical thing, and the mental thing would have broke you all the way down, because it broke me all the way down. It's what you do when you get broke down. Can you bounce back? That's one thing. The second thing, the hardest thing that you will ever do in your life is be strung out on some mind-altering goddamn drugs for enough years for that shit to become an imprint, and then stop doing it. Most of my friends ain't stopped yet 30 years later. Most people can't stop. Most people can't not drink. Most people can't not smoke weed. Most people can't say, I ain't doing nothing. So I don't do nothing. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying the type of mentality I got based off of being in the Marine Corps. So now let's imagine people in slavery. Man, lifestyle change, bro. And then have kids in that condition. And then after you do all that, they play you with the Jim Crow, then lock you back up again because you ain't got no job. Y'all know how they did that, right? The laws, whatever the hell they call the laws, the Jim Crow, all that. Then Martin Luther King and them. Then everybody get their head blown off in front of the world now. Don't forget. Boom, everybody get their head blown off. The niggas were hot. Boom, 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 boom. Now, Dr. Ben and all them, they trying to fight, and then you're going to tell me after going through all that, you try and get hope off that picture, yo. You try and get hope off of Egypt, because that's the greatest shit ever. They've written more books on Egypt than any motherfucking thing. And you think we're going to tell people that ain't that because we figured it out, because we understand biology. Nah, nigga, y'all crazy. That's why I sit back and laugh, right? I be really having fun. I know how far to push the button. You know what I'm saying? I push the button. I already know. I push the button and run niggas out the door. Wu Jai ran them out the door. He don't fuck. Asar ran them out the door. I don't fuck with them. They all ran out the door because it was too much for them to handle. Smash, I was like, nah, this is going to be a good one. Me and Smash fight. It's going to be a real. I was like, nah, I ain't going to push the button. When you push the button, there's a chance that you ain't gonna return to the friendship. Me and Sean, we pushed the button. Sean, nigga like me, so we just pushed the button. We're fun. Now me and Sean good. Now me and Sean don't never gotta go through that no more. We already know what the buttons is. We blow this shit up. Shout out to Chavez. Shout out to Sutek. I already know that Sutek and Chavez respect me, right? But I already know that they really fuck with Sean. Because that's the coaching. I get it. I know they respect me, but I know when it come time to fight that they gonna line up over there. And that's good though. We all know that. But they know there's buttons out there, right? There's belief out there, right? And I'm saying, yo, the tool we got, I say all the shit to say, the tool we got, yo, is undefeated, dog. And we just got to be responsible with that motherfucking tool. Because y'all, the shit that most y'all be on, nobody's getting to that point. And I'm not even talking about black people. White people don't get there. I'm saying, how you going to have, watch this, America, I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's the most scientifically literate place on planet Earth. Y'all tripping. Top-notch science program. But then how in the hell is 50% of the people illiterate in science? How? So I'm saying, y'all have accomplished something that most of your friends will not accomplish. And I just felt like I need to let y'all know that. The shit y'all doing, not believing in God and all that, is different. Look up the numbers, nigga. It's different. Y'all got some special shit going. Y'all like a nigga that made it through the Marines. Y'all like a nigga that made it through drugs, dog. And that's the hardest shit anybody would ever. Y'all don't try it. You might not make it. So we got to be responsible in the way we let off our guns. Because it's going to kill niggas, yo. Trust me. That's all some people got. Only reason I employ the weaponry, if you stand up and buck up too hard, then I'm going to crack you apart because I know I can do it. You ain't going to be science, yo. Come on. Your science is really what human beings develop to understand the world around them, yo. And then once you understand that shit, you come to the conclusion that, yo, you'll be dead in a minute. All this shit you thought was important really ain't. You here, you're going to reproduce, your ass is going to die. You ain't that important. You can't even fathom the cosmos. Do you really know how the cosmos? Do you really know how big the earth is? Sanchez can't never get it. Do you know how big the earth is? Nope. You can't even imagine how big the earth is. You think the earth big, the sun is 1,000,000 times bigger than the earth. Oh, the sun is close. Nigga, it's an optical illusion, nigga. That sun is big. Yo, you know how we 93 million miles away. Nobody's getting none of these topics right here, yo. It takes special people like y'all, yo. Go ahead, Logic. No, you already talked. Who next? Shao, where you at? Shao and Bree. Am I saying his name right? That Marcus? That ain't Mark. Who is that, yo?
Yeah, that's me, bro.
Talk to him, yo.
Nah, I agree with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes we neglect exactly how bad Africans in America were during that slave trade. Like, that was a very serious thing. You know, people were fighting for their humanity. You know, most of the people in America, the Europeans, you know, honestly believed that we were less than human. Yeah. Irregardless to the fact that they were sleeping with black women. Yeah. And it was pointed out to them, the hypocrisy of it, but nevertheless, they honestly, sincerely felt that black people were beneath them. You know, that's a very serious thing. We talk about the effects of slavery on African people and how it changed their psyche and their psychology and how we view ourselves, but it changed white folks too. Like they really started tripping. You know, it takes a type of mentality to be able to take a woman and lynch her off a bridge and cut open her stomach and drown her baby. That's a type of mentality that I can't even fathom. And some of y'all know my history. I'll be wilding sometimes, right? But I can't even picture that.
You can't picture it.
You
have
see?
no idea.
I got a letter I posted in the Discord earlier today, and it's Benjamin Banneker writing to Thomas Jefferson, right? And in that letter, he's saying, hey, listen, you seem like you more reasonable than these other folks, and you may not fully believe that we are animals or just one step above an animal. So I'm gonna need you to let these other folks know what it's hitting for. And I'm saying to myself, this is one of the greatest black thinkers, mathematicians, diligent in his science studies and so forth and so on. If you know his history about how he is, every Black history we talk about him, dang near. Half the Moors want to throw Bay at the end of his name, utter foolishness. But even in that letter, he's trying to appeal to the sensibilities of this man and say, hey, man, I'm a man and human with the same intellectual potential as everyone else. And for hundreds of years, that's what the society was here. Now, today, we got people who overemphasize that, but it's still a reality of what was going on for us.
Facts.
Well, can I say? I'm going to say this real quick. Bringing up
from the Bible or not, though? Prove our point. Do we come from the Bible? God damn it! Don't prove me wrong.
I don't think we come from the Bible. I think we was established on earth by a creator, which the Bible gives a name, and a lot of society give different names depending on where they at. But I think the real question
right? Hold on, y'all heard that though, right? He flim-flammed and ended right back in what I said. Can't help himself.
No, because just like you said earlier, right? We understand that belief is something that's been programmed into man at the time of his birth or before his birth while you're in the womb. Just like you said you call it a caveman thought, but you're actually saying in real time that it's been. You said the caveman about belief. That's what you were saying. Believing it's a caveman
Stone Age brain, man. I said
no. Stone Age, yeah, Stone Age. Okay,
yeah,
my bad.
That? Believe that. I could have got him for some money on that.
Stone Age, okay, Stone Age. But the point I'm making is that it was about the brain. Belief is programmed in us automatically.
Evolution.
It's just the way it is. But I think we need belief. Belief is like it gives you ambitions. It helps you set goals and things like that. But like you said, it's when you apply it in the wrong areas, it's the problem. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, but you don't gotta believe in a God though. That's the difference. Beliefs are important.
No, you don't. You don't. But even
that's important.
Well, see, even in believing in a creator, right? That don't necessarily hinder you in life, because I'm in the South. I see people who go to church, but it's at the same time they on bingo. They had bingo on Saturday and doing other stuff throughout the week. So it's like they're not sitting around waiting on Jesus. They're accomplishing goals in life.
I never said that. I'm not the guy that says that. Right.
But I mean, I know you're not. I'm just saying in general. A lot of people think Christians just waiting on Jesus, but we see that's not the case. What's going on in a lot of these churches?
Yeah, but not waiting on
I understand the point you're making about belief, though. I mean,
yeah, my mother was ultra successful. Yeah, she got money. Yeah, she took me out the hood. She left me money. That's a successful mother. My father died when I was probably around 24, 25. Nah, I was 28. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I was about 28. Yeah, that shit fucked me up. It was out of nowhere type of shit. So that's going to always get you. Yeah, they were serious. Father was a serious dude. Mother was a serious black woman. They both of them. Black parents, they're serious. And you know your parents are serious when they leave you bread. Leave you house, bread, leave you with a way to make it through this motherfucker. So I just copy their shit. So I know what to leave my kids. They were serious though. And I say that my father didn't believe in God. My mother did. So there you go. So I would never, come on, yo. Like, that didn't happen. My mother, yo, she'd cuss your motherfucking ass out. Then go to church.
Right. Well, I think the thing that's going on is like they say. I know it's a cliche. Ain't nothing new under the sun. I mean, if you look back and study Greek, you had what they called the philosophies of men. They was philosophizing. They came up with physics and stuff like this. But I think this is what we're doing. The same thing today.
No,
different
it's
philosophies, different beliefs.
It's different.
I mean, it's different, but it's pretty much to me. It's different philosophies.
You got a measuring stick right now. There was no measuring stick. People really thought they came from their Yo, hold on. Let me show you how you know. No, listen. Dude, they murdered people for saying what we saying right now. Just for the record. You was enslaved or they murdered you and put you out the tribe. Just for the record. No breath on that shit. What? Look it up. Plato.
No, I agree with that. That's a fact.
Right. That's wow. That's how far they was away. The Charles Darwin thing, yo, that was far. That was way past. Right now, people can't get it. Nobody gets it right. Right now, people don't get that. So if right now people don't get that, they was killing you for it back then. You remember, like, first, second dynasty, they was burying people with the, Pharaoh died, they believed that you had to kill somebody. They really thought that. They really believed that. That's what they did. They thought for society to run right, this is what's got to happen. Ain't no changing that. The earthquake, we ain't making enough sacrifices. I'm just saying this is around the world, period, yo. This is where we at.
So the god Zepe, the alligator or the crocodile, we see they've unearthed millions of these things where they had scrolls in their mouth where the priest would take people problems and say, yeah, I'm gonna get this to this god. They had a hell of a belief system. You know what I'm saying?
People still do.
I mean, we just had this wild situation that took place in the Northeast quarter where New York was orange with a haze from the fires in Nova Scotia, right? And so with our wisdom with the advancement of technology, we know wind patterns change. It took the smoke from there, brought it all the way down through the quarter, through New York, down into Delaware, down into DC.
Because the earth ain't flat.
Go ahead. Yeah, but you can go on YouTube and see Captain Tazoriak right now talking about God caused it. See, that's the issue right there. See, belief makes you foolish at times when you don't pay attention. The technology and science told us it's a wildfire in Nova Scotia. The wind pattern brought that down there. Ain't got nothing to do with no God. But you can go on YouTube and see this man talking about God did it. And if that's going on today, imagine what it went on 5,000 years ago.
It's over with.
Well, see, the Bible's different.
Hold on, yo, you
take
everybody stop.
The Bible.
What's up, Chef? What's up, Chef? What's on your mind?
Oh no, y'all rocking. Go ahead. Y'all let them get it off.
Go ahead, Kemet.
No doubt. The Bible's different because to me,
the Bible's different. See?
Let me say why. Let me tell you.
No, hold on. Let me say. I just want everybody to know. Hold on. Whoa.
Okay, go ahead.
Proving my point. Appreciate you, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, no doubt. Well, the argument is on the table, so you got to have some pushback for it to be a good panel. So I'm willing to be that pushback.
You proving the point. I just want to show.
No, I'm just saying we dialoguing.
Despite you still gonna say the Bible different. You can't get out your way, no matter what.
Hey, I got you. But just let me say this. Let me get this out real quick before I forget. But I came to the Bible differently. So I wasn't raised in the church. I started off studying ancient Egypt when I was living in Texas back in the 90s, stuff like this. So, and then I picked up the book. But to me, you could take words out of that book, off the pages, and you can actually observe it, right? For instance, Job, right? In Job, it's a scripture in Job where it says, the Most High suspends the earth over nothing, right? NASA proved that ain't no strings attached to the earth or nothing holding it up. It just looked like it's suspended in air. So Job proved that over 5,000 years ago. In the scriptures, you see.
You just kicked yourself out of the conversation with that statement.
I'm just saying, how would he know that science
pull
about the earth
up,
is suspended from nothing? Yeah, that's science, bro. Yeah, that's science.
Pull
in
that
the simplest
verse
term.
Hold Hold on, what you say the verse say again?
It's in Job. It says you can just Google, just type in
Googling
he
them. Yo,
suspends the
what,
earth
bro?
over. He suspends the earth over nothing. Just type that in, you'll see it. And
But
that was
what
over
does that
5,000
even?
years ago.
I
What
know,
does
yeah.
that even
Because
mean?
NASA, who's one of the greatest, NASA, which is one of the greatest scientific elements that we have at this time, right? Has proven back in the day that the Earth is a sphere and ain't no strings attached. And what we found out is just gravity and all these other things that apply to it that makes it rotates and spins and all these other things that it does, because the Earth is not flat.
Right,
None of
but
that bullshit.
you said in Job it says that God do what to the earth? Say it again.
He suspends the Earth over nothing.
What does that even
Some
mean?
verses you might. That means ain't no strings attached to the Earth, brother. Look at the Earth. Have you ever seen Earth through NASA?
Yeah, I seen pictures of the earth.
Okay. Are there any strings attached to the Earth or anything?
Hey, man.
Holding it up?
Calm down. Well, Job, what?
Oh, man. What is that, Job? I think it's 17. What, 17? I can't remember. You can just type in, he suspends the Earth. Just type in
By
Google,
the power
he suspends the Earth
turned
over
up to
nothing.
see his wisdom. He who covers the full moon, spread the clouds over it. Yeah, yo, you having fun. Powerless, feeble, offered one wisdom display to help the spirit, the mouth acts the naked destruct. I don't see the string.
Job 26:7.
Okay, 26 and 7.
Oh,
Okay, thank you.
what?
I forgot what it was,
Spread
but
the
I know it was
north
in Job.
skies, emptied it. Are you serious, yo?
No, read it. Please
I am.
read it.
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna put it right
it.
here. I do what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna let you trick me. So I'm gonna do it like this. I'm putting it in plain English.
Because they didn't have a concept of earth the way that we had it. When they were talking about earth, for the most part, they was talking about the ground that we walk on. They wasn't talking about a planet. So let's
Bro, he said he
read that.
suspends the Earth over nothing. That is plain to anybody with logical sense.
The earth that they was talking about was the ground that we walk on.
Yeah,
that
what else
was earth.
Right, the earth. The word, yeah, it literally means that.
Right, you trying to make it seem like he was saying the planet.
26 where? 20. What you say? 26:7, right? Okay. It says he stretches out the north over the void and hangs the earth on nothing. What's your point? The hell that's supposed to mean?
NASA proved that there's nothing holding up the planet Earth. When we look at Earth from space. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro.
Hold on. All right. Okay. So you understand high level planetary science, but then you get to the next line. He binds up the water in his thick clouds, and the clouds is not split open until them. He covers the face of the full moon and spreads it, and over it his cloud. What?
Right. Like you seen the moon.
Hold on, bro. Wait a minute. Let me finish.
Oh, go ahead.
He has inscribed a circle on the face of the waters at the boundary between the light and the darkness. The pillars of heaven trembles and are astounded at his man. Stop it.
Okay. All right, let's deal with that. Okay, hold up. Let's go back to 26 and 10, right?
You don't know. How do you go from high level math?
You know what that circle is?
I have inscribed a circle on the face of the water. Okay, man, this is too much.
Hold on. Let's go back to 26.
Yeah, you can.
Hold on. Let me show you that science. Look up. Just Google this. Google. Remember the key words in there at the boundary between light and darkness, right? Now, I'm gonna show you how scientific this is. Look up Earth. Hold on. Look up Earth Terminator. Look up Earth Terminator.
What? No, we.
Bro, I'm giving you the science.
Don't worry about it, bro. Stop right here, not to mess up the show. If you can't see how wild that is to go from NASA to a circle on the water, then I can't help you. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna get on guard.
It's called Earth Terminator, bro. Look it up.
Not a problem.
That separate light from darkness.
I remember first time you said everybody just can't get it. I was like, man, nah.
He's not gonna never get it.
Yeah, you just proved it,
You're not gonna get it, yo. You went from high level to the string, the circle. Come on, yo.
Okay, what's Earth's terminant, right? You ever heard of that?
No, explain it to us.
Just Google it. Just look it up real fast.
Do we
I'm
have
on
a
my phone.
Bible
I can't.
concordance?
Yep.
Can we look
No,
up
bro, we're dealing
Earth?
with science right now. Please just
Can
look
we
up
look up
Earth's
Earth
terminant,
in the
right?
Bibles?
Yeah, I could do it right here.
So
Yeah, if we
when
can
you look up
up,
Earth's terminant, right,
oh my God,
you're gonna see that the sun creates an effect that they call Earth's terminant, which separate light from darkness, and that's what that Job 26:10 was talking about.
The what?
Earth's terminant. Look up Earth's terminant or Earth's terminator. Some people pronounce it differently, but it's Earth's terminant. Basically, it's a line or a circle that's on the Earth that NASA has proved to separate light from darkness. When we get our light, the other hemisphere or other side of the Earth is dark. When they're dark, we're light. We're in light. Right?
Okay, man, stop it. You gotta stop that.
That's a fact.
It was in Israel, yo. They didn't know it was dark in another place while it was light. How would they know that? We listening.
Because the Most High gave Job the science.
I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, that's good work there, bro. Yeah.
It says in Genesis, and God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. So the earth that the Bible is talking about is just the dry land, not the planet that we have come to understand earth as. That's why I say that Adam and them was made out of the earth, and you go back into the earth. It's talking about the dirt, the ground that we walk on. Right?
Okay, is that a fact? Do we come from dust and do we return to it?
No,
is that
I'm not. I'm giving you the Bible definition of earth.
Nope. We do not come from dirt. Nope.
Do we turn to dust though? He just said it, not I.
Nope. No, I ain't listening to you. Turn to dust. What you talking about? After we didn't biodegraded all the way back to the elements. Stop it, man. Come on. Y'all.
And it continues, and God set them in the firmament of the heavens to give light upon the earth.
Crazy. But scientific book. The light come before the sun. Nigga, how? How does the light come before the sun? How scientific is that? Crazy. Whatever. Good try though, yo. You tried it, yo. What's up,
Well, why didn't you bring up Earth's terminate for me?
I don't know. No. Can you give me the Bible understanding of Earth?
Right. You got it. He giving you a 2023 understanding of it.
Well, you got just like you got when you deal with the word world in Bible, when you deal with the word earth, it's two different things as well.
Right,
that's why I said in the beginning he created the heavens. He created the heavens and earth, which is plural. There's a separation. Huh? So yeah, all right, when they say in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, and then it goes on to tell you about the earth that he was talking about with the dry land. Right. Because the earth is made of dry land and water. And when the dry land came up out of the water, he called it earth, which was talking about just the dry land.
Where's the heavens?
You got it, bro.
Yeah.
The heavens declare the glory of God. When you look up and you see what we call different galaxies, bro, look up in the heavens, man. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High.
Hey,
what's up?
Man, he said the Most High gave Job.
Yeah. I just let him have it.
We gotta stop him right there. We gotta stop him right there.
Let him have it. What you want me to do? Yeah, this man.
But he still can't debunk. He can't debunk that verse though. I bet him 100 he can.
Give me the definition of earth in the Bible. There you go, right there. Is it talking about the planet?
Yeah,
I'm going back to 26:10 about the light and the darkness.
You don't know he lost. That's what that is.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah, you try. Right. Hey, you trying hard. Don't worry about it, yo. Don't worry about it, yo. When do you think humans first understood the earth? We just argued. You know how we argue about the Big Bang, yo? When man. Nah, man, you gotta hold on. You really when it
It's a in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form, and it was void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the faces of the waters. And God called the dry land earth. And the gathering together of the waters he called the seas. So they didn't have a clear understanding of what we call the planet Earth. He called the dry land earth. So in Job, if he's talking about the earth is suspended, he's still talking about the dry land, not the planet that we understand it as. Is that making sense, bro?
No, it don't make no sense, brother,
Okay.
because when you go into that, that's dealing with astronomy. That's dealing with astrology. When you go into Job 26 and 10 and all those, it's coming from an astrological outlook of the world, bro. You haven't studied it. So, I mean, I understand your belief system. Like Uncle was saying, you've been pounded with disinformation instead of the real information. So,
So you see,
but it's
this
going to be all
is
right
why I
because
don't want you to
that's why we
bend the
got to have
knee.
these discussions.
Hey, Madon, I got a question for you.
Don't make him the center. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't make me the center, King.
I just read the
But
Bible.
go ahead. What's your question? I asked you.
Understanding
Go
the
ahead.
earth,
What's
like,
up?
So you believe that space is water?
Nah, where you get that theory from or idea?
Or do you believe that the sky is water?
Is you talking about when the Bible? See, I know we trying to get to.
Just
The
answer
Bible is
the
talking about
question, man.
vapors.
It's a
When they
simple
talk about
question.
water, that's the vapors. It's talking about vapors, water vapors, what we
Nah,
call
I ain't
No, he's
condensation
not
talking
or
talking about that.
evaporation, brother.
I'm not talking about no
Vapors.
water
He's
vapors.
talking about primordial seeds, my bro.
I'm asking you, do you believe the sky is water, bro?
Yeah, there are water particles in the sky. Yeah.
Man, stop.
All right, I'm done.
You are done.
Excuse
You
me,
can't
yo.
go, bro. You ain't
I
ready,
want to
bro.
try to put some
See,
more,
he ain't
get us
ready,
back
man. You
on
like
track
work,
here,
bro.
Yeah,
man.
we
I've been
get back
sitting
on
on
track.
fools
We
like
jumped
you.
So the
off.
sky,
We've been trying to fix him for
You
like
got,
2
you
days
got to
now.
come.
Real
yeah, let
talk.
better
You got to
time.
do
The
better.
sky is
Yeah,
the
we gonna get
fluid.
back. Hey, yo, hey, good job, yo. You had us stuck for a minute. We was in the rabbit hole. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna get out of that. Let's get out of that. Frank Darwin says we came from primordial ooze. Don't you believe in Darwin? Yeah, people just say anything. Especially you got a Malachi York picture up, dude. Come on, yo. That's a Malachi York picture, dog. You forgot I was in that cult, right? I'm gonna get you off the screen there, buddy. You promote Malachi York, yo. Fix it. You gotta fix it.
Ooh, the
I'm
Ninja
not
Turtles.
it's
Yeah.
that man locked up forever. Y'all still fighting on it. That's wow. That was a funny one right there. So where we at right here? We trying to figure out this whole Egyptian conversation, the whole like nobody's gonna get that. And what's wild to me was that like it's so crazy that when you finally get what you're asking for, then you don't accept it. That's what's wild to me. When a person give up, you beat them down, and they be like, "Yo, all right, they Africans," and they give you all the reasons why they Africans. Then you say, "No, they black." That's when I knew that I'm gonna lose all my friends or just stop. Let me say this again for y'all. Finally beat white people down, yo. The scientists and everybody, Darwin. They finally got what Darwin said in 2023, 1974. And everybody, 1974, they still wasn't trying to hear it. You get to 2023, you read all of this, and now everybody say, you know what? Which is wild to me. Like, you know what? Maybe we should study Egypt from Africa. Well, ain't it in Africa? That's how wild the whole conversation is. That this spot is in Africa, and just recently they started to actually try to understand it from Africa. That's how wild this whole conversation is. This is the high level people. I'm gonna say this real slow for y'all. The high level people just decided, and I ain't lying because I do a lot of reading. Look, listen, man, where the fuck is the book at? Listen, man. I listen to a lot of archaeological podcasts. I'm reading on this, man. Look, the dawn of everything, the newest history of humanity, man. David Wingrove. Look, and they just having a conversation, and all the shit y'all think is that ain't that. And they having great conversations, and it's the most wildest thing, that they really just started. They was actually looking at Mesopotamia. Like, I'll give you the quick synopsis. Listen, man, and y'all can get this. Who got the money during the slave trade? Right? European nations, because they selling people, they getting bread, right? They start in these fields, science, they start in these things. They add the, they archaeology, because then it really means you're gonna dig up people's shit, right? Okay, nobody was thinking about doing that, but they was. So they start digging in ore, right? They can go back about 7,000 years. Watch this. That's how wild it is. And they can say, oh shit, villages, right? They call them the first cities. They really villages though. And they can tell because they're built on top of another one. Just built on top of another one. And every time they fall and people leave and come back, the mound gets bigger. So the mounds is bigger, a couple football field mounds. And that's how they realize in the archaeological record that these are quote unquote villages. Now, they do this, they see this, it's 7,000 years, right? Boom. They suppose that the same thing should happen in another place. They come in Africa, they don't see that. We don't see these mounds because the mounds are telltale signs of villages that they might call a city. They ain't really cities at 7,000, but they say it, right? They don't see them in Africa. They say, oh, this is older because we don't see that yet. It never dawned on them that maybe people have different responses to coming together. They had it cookie cutter style. They finally start figuring this out now. You know how they put in the books, this is older, that older. No, that's not it. They in Africa, they was more mobile. They did it different. Different responses to same conditions. That's why it's crazy to say that all white people ran out of food and decided to kill everybody. That's not how human beings work. You can have a farmer, you can have a group of farmers, and the drought come in. And this might be a 10-year drought. Some farmers will just move their ass on to another spot. Some farmers will share their food, and some farmers will just take other people's shit. Everybody don't do the same thing. So we think in our head that all white people just came and took everybody's stuff. No. It's different. You can have the same conditions and you'll get different responses from humans. So I say that to say that in Africa, a different response to coming together was mobility. For they thing, they was herders, right? And they like to move. So they would have fly spots and they would move to another spot. And they would move back and forth seasonally. That was their thing. We know this can happen because Native American had high populations, and all Native American populations wasn't stuck. Some Native American population was mobile. But in Africa, in the Nile Valley area where they didn't find these males, these people were mobile and was sophisticated. Well, how do I know? Not to apply it. They was mobile. Right? And they was on a high level, right? They had storage bins, all that stuff, right? And they would move back and forth. And they was doing astronomy before anybody was. So if you thinking just because you stuck in a town, my fault, just because you stuck in a village made you more smarter, absolutely not. Not to apply, they mobile, they don't have these settled communities, right? And they dealing with astronomy first, approximately. So what took them so long to start looking at the Nile Valley from an African perspective? Now, if you go down a certain spot, they say, yeah, that's African. If you up there in North Africa, then you're not African. And that was the game they played for years. It seems simple to us right now, but in their minds, they actually thought that the shit was coming from there. They actually thought that, right? And they thought that on a high level. I say all this to say they don't think that way no more. But they thought so much like that and fought so hard like that that the black people think they smart. They can't get stuck out. They can't get out of that. They already admitted that it ain't no race. No, now you believe it's a race because I don't trust them. It really is a race. Yeah, and then you got a certain way for black people to look, right? Yeah, and we believe that, and we can't get out of that. They say, but wait a minute, man, the Egyptians are African. No, they're not. because they're not dark enough. It's the wildest thing to me. And we actually sitting here arguing over whether the Egyptians is this, that, and the other when they already said what they was. But no, Reggie and them will say it to the end that those people there, they not Egyptians. Why ain't they Egyptians? Because the invaders came in. But you can read the Wikipedia article. Pseudokillas said, I'm gonna play the video for y'all. Y'all want to add something? Because I'm gonna play the video. I like to play the video. I always play the video because the video always kill everybody. Just playing the video.
Man,
Watch
I was gonna go live tonight, but then I seen you was live over here. You know what I'm saying? No one bigger than he. That's my boy Jalen from high school. I was like, fuck that, man. We're gonna go to Unc channel and learn.
Appreciate that, bro.
That I got it's certain things that we need to open our minds up to here in America, right?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we push the conversation forward before anybody else, right? And then sometimes we're slow on certain conversations also. Now, I say that to say this year or last year, the World Cup, right? The first African country to make it into the World Cup in soccer was Morocco, right? Now, there was a big uproar on the African continent over that, right? Now, the Moroccans was not beefing with other Africans. They was beefing with Arabs. They were saying that the Arabs was trying to take credit for Morocco being, making it to the World Cup.
Right.
Right. And the Moroccans said, no, we Africans. We're the first African nation, right? To make it to the World Cup. Y'all don't mess with us. We African. And it's crazy because most people over here are looking at those people in Morocco and claim y'all not really the Africans.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
See, James did it. Say it again, James.
I had to do it, Chef.
Right. So now,
man, y'all still over here tripping. I just had to come in, man, because it ain't over.
No, but
I'm back.
Check the point. Check the point. No, hold on, but check the point. Right now, these people have an indigenous African language. They have an indigenous African culture. Their DNA and everything else ties them to the continent of Africa, right?
No, it don't.
See, you just gonna sit here and say no. You have nothing to base that on, right? You have nothing.
Yeah, they got displaced. He said they got displaced. I'm going to put the expert on them though. I'm put the champ.
Hold on, because last time I checked, y'all was making fun of me talking about I didn't know about percentages. So
I'm gone.
Hold on, let's because
I'm damn near right behind you, man.
None of y'all are atheists. Hold on, we scientists. Hold on, we on some science stuff.
The conversation can't get deep when you do this,
right? But hey James,
but hold on.
I'm just trying to make the point.
Pull this link up, and I want him just to read just a paragraph, and I want to just hold on. Dang, hold on. Let me mute my mic. Hold on.
Yeah, Moochie Man, get out of there. Get him out of there. Good. The Most High got him.
Yo, he just won't stop with that.
That man went back to days ago when he got beat up.
You. That's what you think now. Read. Pull that up. Let's read it, right? And I just want to see what y'all say. You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't accept that
because that gotcha scholarship or that look 'em up scholarship that y'all had the other night. That's just y'all just going looking up links. Y'all don't know what scholarship.
We used the daggone Museum of Natural History.
You didn't use no museum. That link that you had that minimalized that DNA, that was just an article.
Hey James, so you don't.
You didn't read it good though, James.
Hold on. James, pull this link up, and share it with the
James not gonna read it right, James. Stop.
It's a link in the back chat. Pull it up. It's a wiki link. I just want y'all to review this and tell me if I'm tripping.
Put it in the back. You put it in the back, right, James?
Yeah, it's in the private chat.
So you don't
hold on. Go ahead.
When Cedric broke it down, right?
Right
with
here.
That percentage, you don't accept that, James?
It's right here, James. This is the Museum of Natural History. Look, yo. Look. I don't just do that. Look, yo. Come on, yo.
Hold
This
up, hold up.
ancient DNA Neanderthals, yo. This is do you know what this is, right?
Okay, yeah, but okay, just pull
No, it's not
that
just
link up that
it's
I'm
not
talking
just a
about.
Google thing, yo. Look, yo. Copyright.
There you go.
Smithsonian
You must
Institute.
know I'm telling the truth. Because
It's
he showed
Smithsonian
it's taking a
Institute.
long time to pull up this article.
I'm not gonna let you rush because you made a false statement.
Okay.
False statement. Well, I just pulled up anything. No, it's Museum of Natural History, yo. Smithsonian. I mean,
That
Smithsonian.
ain't the link you used to minimize
We
the
did.
percentage.
We
You
read.
used the
We did.
article. You didn't use this
No,
guy.
I hit you with the two. You was knocked out off of this one and didn't see the other one. You thought it was the
That's a
one because
shame.
you was knocked out.
Well, let me just say, as soon as you pull up this article, we're gonna read this, and then I want to see what everybody
we're gonna
got to
come
say
back
about
to it.
if I'm tripping. You
You
know what
is
I'm saying?
tripping. We already know white people honor
They're
another
not
species,
talking about
yo.
no 0.0006%.
Whatever it is, you know, you've already disqualified yourself for having a healthy, intelligent conversation because you think Europeans are a different species. So you already
By
lost.
2%. Don't do that, I
Oh,
didn't
so
say
you
they were the
changing
whole.
up?
I'm saying there's 2% of them is a different species. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, now it's even worse now. Now you
No,
got so
I've
they
been
walk
saying this
around
the
double
whole time.
You done added
You
another
done gone
layer.
crazy.
No, I've been
Worse.
saying this the whole time. Y'all keep saying that I'm saying
God
that they are
damn.
totally different species. I'm saying by
Hey,
2%
What?
DNA.
Only 2% of white people is a different species.
Hey,
Okay, but
hey,
watch
and
this.
you,
Watch,
and me
no,
and
Golly.
you said
no, but
last
watch
time
this.
you checked. Where
Watch
did you
this.
check at?
peace to London,
If he
man.
would, if Uncle
Richard
would show
Robinson
the
from London.
link, we could read it and then we can make our own analysis as a
Okay, I'm
group.
gonna play this
As a
first, and
group.
I'm gonna do that here.
Okay, word.
Just for
I'm muting that.
everybody that claim that the Egyptians is there today, ain't the Egyptians is there today. That's you, James. You think that. Am I correct, James?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So the hell with this guy. Let's see. Here you go.
I define Africans as people whose biological histories have emerged and their identities have emerged in Africa, and where any mixing that took place on African soil. The Egyptians did not come from any place else other than the Nile Valley. Their identities and any other ancestry that they may have had were all forged together in that space. One becomes better known, and one I define Africans as people whose biological histories have emerged and their identities have emerged in Africa, and where any mixing that took place on African soil. The Egyptians did not come from any place else other than the Nile Valley. Their identities and any other ancestry that they may have had were all forged together in that space. One becomes better known, and one's writing becomes translatable, which is purely an accident, the discovery of the Rosetta Stone. Otherwise, we would not be able to read the Egyptian hieroglyphs as well. So they would still be a mystery as well. We have not recovered something similar for, later period Nubia. I don't think in terms of race in general. I don't, and when I say this, I think about it in two different ways. Darwin essentially suggested that in order to say that a species was subdivided into subspecies, which would be the equivalent of races, that the populations involved would have to be almost incipient species. Okay, so a high degree of substructuring. I can tell you that you cannot use the idea of any difference or being able to tell a difference either at the molecular level or physical level as indicative of or requiring the use of the term race. So I say there are populations, but no races. And I'm not the first person to say that. All of these people are connected to each other, and dividing them in a way that implies a level of discreteness that the term race implies is inappropriate. Were there people with darker skin, lighter skin, curlier hair, less curly hair? Yes, there were. There is no evidence that the ancient Egyptians who did medicine, who made observations, and sometimes detailed artwork about the environment around them, animals, plants, there's no evidence that they had a theory of human variation that would be commensurate or similar to notions of race as they were developed in Europe. there's
Did y'all hear that? Okay, this the expert now. This what he do.
Yeah, I think he just lied.
I know he did. He lied for you, yo. Hold on.
No, because the tumor said he
No.
There's a deep shared ancestry in the Sahara of these societies. The fact that they were sometimes in conflict, we should not impose our reasons, our ways of thinking onto why this conflict may have occurred. The conflicts were political, social, probably over the same issues. Let's not read ideological ideas about the reason of this conflict back into the past. We have to avoid stereotypes. We have to avoid the old ways of thinking, but just put into new data sets or new types of data, which I do believe that we can see in literature sometimes today, you know. And I think that a lot of times, if you look very carefully at the scientific literature, you'll see that sometimes the old ways of thinking are lurking beneath the surface there. And this is something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah. He makes a point back here though about did they leave? I think, let me see. I want to make the point about did he leave though. Hold on.
Able to read the Egyptian hieroglyphs.
Yeah, you must be reading what I sent.
No. Hold on, bro.
In Africa, and where any mixing that took place.
1 sec.
Yeah, in ancient Egypt, share roots, common cultural roots in Northeast Africa, in the Sahara, and along the Nile Valley. The ancient Egyptians and the ancient Nubians can both be described, especially in the earlier periods, as being descendants of Northeast African indigenous populations. As one writer said, all of these people are Africans, and I define Africans as people whose biological histories have emerged and their identities have emerged in Africa, and where any mixing that took place on African soil. The Egyptians did not come from any place else other than the Nile Valley. Their identities and any other ancestry that they may have had were all forged together in that space. One becomes better known. History, deep human biological history. Africa has a special role as a place of the emergence of modern humans, whether from a single population that has crossed the threshold and diversified, or whether from multiple populations that have intermixed to create the fundamental basis of modern humanity. Ancient Nubia and ancient Egypt share roots, common cultural roots in Northeast Africa, in the Sahara, and along the Nile Valley. The ancient Egyptians and the ancient Nubians can both be described, especially in the earlier periods, as being descendants of Northeast African indigenous population.
Yeah, it's the expert for you. Simple as that. It's over with. I'm not arguing past the experts. Silly.
So what, you ain't gonna share the link?
Yeah, but you heard it. Do you agree with that man, James?
I agree with everything he said.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't, James. See,
because he's not talking about the what happens on the influx. He's talking about the indigenous population. It's African. He said that the genetics that happened only, he said they all happen on the continent of Africa. He's not talking about the genetics that happen outside the continent. So he's not talking about the people that come in later.
James,
that's what he's talking about. But
James, I've been saying the same thing, James. You get up here arguing with me. I say the same thing.
Please, with sugar on top, share this link. You scared. That's what it is. How many times I done asked you to share the link? You trying to read it. That's why you was letting that video play. So you can see what I'm trying to say. You scared? Share the link.
Hey, yo, did that dude say the ancient Egyptians didn't have a concept of different races?
You say what?
I ain't never seen this.
Did that guy say that the ancient Egyptians didn't have a concept of different races?
Right.
He didn't.
Did I hear him correctly? Did he say that?
Yes, he said that.
So I mean, when we look at the tomb of Seti I, when we look at the Tomb of Study 1, to me it clearly shows the distinguishment of different races.
Well, we'll wait till you
Slow
get
down, slow down, my
we'll wait
brother.
till you get your
He
degree.
finally pulled up the article.
Because I was.
Start right there where it's highlighted at.
Approximately 20% of Neanderthal DNA survives in modern humans.
So hold up, stop right there. So they saying approximately 20% of Neanderthal DNA survives in modern humans. What does that mean?
I don't know. That's your shit.
I know what it means, but I'm just saying I want to see if y'all want to play slow today.
I'm not. I done read the whole thing. Like I know what
I
this
know
is.
You did. That's why you were playing that video. So watch this. When they say that these people, when they say that modern humans got 20%, they ain't talking about us. They talking about everybody outside of Africa. See what I'm saying? They got 20% of this stuff in them now, but that averages up to 2% in the DNA of these people. So that's a done deal on that fake percentages that y'all had the other day. It's over. They have 2% Neanderthal DNA.
You don't want to finish reading.
I don't have to finish reading. I already read this. That's why I came over here and shared it with you.
Again. Approximately.
But it's a done deal.
I know. Approximately 20% of Neanderthal DNA survives in modern humans. This key word next is however. A single human has an average around 2% Neanderthal DNA overall, with some countries and backgrounds having a maximum of 3% per human. You just lose again, bro.
Oh, so
I can't believe you keep doing it.
Y'all, is anybody else reading this?
Yeah, it's saying each individual, yo. That's what we talking about.
No, they saying, hold on. Don't do that.
You got go ahead. I'm gonna let you have the last word. Go ahead, James.
You don't be comprehending what you be reading, something.
Okay.
This says that approximately 20% of Neanderthal DNA survives in modern humans. They talking about today, 20% of it.
I know what's the however word.
But hold on. It says a single human. That means
say however. It's a key word. Don't words.
Hold on. It says however a single human. That just means one person can have an average of around 2% Neanderthal DNA. They're not talking about us though. They talking about everybody outside of Africa. And then hold on, and it goes on to say that it could be as high as 3%. And that's where it stops at. That's what the highlighted thing said. So they not talking, but see, even if you want to minimalize the DNA, chimpanzees from what you say, chimpanzees ain't number 1% away from us. Look how vastly different they look. If they if we 99.9% the same and they 98.9% the same, that's one genetic point. They chimps. So if this DNA, if however you want to minimalize it, it says 2%. That can make you a vast difference in your DNA to make you change and look different. And that's what it did. But it's not as deep as what you think it is. I'm not on no prejudice stuff. It just happened because of the pressures that we all dealt with as humans. We all 90, like probably I would say, for my math, we like 99.7% the same. Based on the, if you take off the, if it was 99.9, you just take off 2 points, and that's it. But it ain't no big deal, Like you trying to make it like we on some racist stuff. And then what's so crazy about it is they accept this data. They not tripping on it. I just don't understand why we tripping. Why we trying to minimalize it and just take it away? Why are we doing that?
Chef, is it me, yo? Did this man just?
I'm
talk. Did this man just start subtracting?
He got his own calculations, yo.
Now, if you take 2.53 from it and add it there, that's the calculation. Are you sick?
Man, oh man, bro. They trying to figure it out just like us. What's crazy about it is they really is trying to figure out.
Yo, that's your math, James. James, why does your math?
No, I'm not.
James,
man, this is crazy.
Where'd you get those subtractions from? Where'd you get that from?
Hey,
if you read it again, you're gonna have to do it too.
If a person is hell bent on crashing, yo, you just gotta get out of the car.
You just gotta let them crash.
Yeah.
Right. Well, just read over that data, y'all. I got the link in the back.
Say you take off 3.5%, and that's gonna give you the numbers. All right, James, you won, yo. You better than me, James. You got the numbers together, yo. You's amazing, yo.
I don't know how you do it. I really don't.
How you doing, James? It's a part in that article. If you read it, you'll really be messed up, James. I hope you don't find it. Keep reading it. Read the whole thing, though. The whole thing might help you out. That's amazing, right?
I'm thinking the whole thing might screw him up even worse.
Yeah, if you read the part I see, it's not gonna get that. Go, oh, I told you. I can't even read it to the people. Hey, Chef, if I read a particular part to him, I know it. He can't.
It's only gonna get worse.
He's seen his own things. Why?
20%. Yo, then subtract that off of that. And nigga ain't went to school the first. How you know where to subtract it from, yo?
See, I told you it say 20%. I told you.
Subtract it from the hip bone, then the hip bone from the thing, and I take it, and that's when we come up with the number. Really, yo, what's the system using? Don't worry about it, shorty. Oh man. Wow. Okay. That was a good one there, man. Yeah. Yeah, that was real interesting there. I got one more video to play. I'm trying to find a video where he clearly says that, you know how everybody said he left. Oh shoot. Hold on. Yeah, I need a video.
Chef, so you still think they Mediterranean, Chef?
Chef don't think that no more, do you, Chef?
Yeah.
Chef said it's the Mediterranean.
Yeah, he
I still contend that Egypt is a part of the Mediterranean.
Yeah, you still pseudo.
That's just basic geography. And if you take offense to me saying that North Africa is a part of the Mediterranean, you got to deal with your geography.
Now, you said they was Mediterranean people.
What would be the difference?
You mean the DNA?
The majority of the descendants of the ancient Egyptians is in Namibia.
Who? Namibia?
You mean Namibia?
Yeah, I guess
I call it Namibia.
You call it whatever you want.
Damn
you got me beat,
yo.
You
Namibia. Some people call it Namibia. I said Namibia.
Nobody on earth calls it that, but you.
I think they're misunderstanding what Chef's saying though when he's saying Mediterranean though, because Mediterranean is not it's not a country. It's just like you would say Africa is a continent. It's not a country. It's a region. So don't get it confused when he say Mediterranean people.
Yeah, they got that hang up, and
we got a lot of hang up, Chef. Words. Oh yeah. Man, this community is crazy when it comes to words, bro.
Chef, can I ask you a question?
I'm gonna get down that road. Let me play this video because we're about to dive into a meta. We're not doing that. Y'all supposed to know that Mediterranean culture is actually indigenous African and Western Asia. They meet, they trade. That makes the Mediterranean. Y'all supposed to know that.
And it's not a big deal.
But the invaders brought that in. We're gonna.
One no invaders. Listen, there wasn't nobody in the Mediterranean. I won that argument. Could nobody name the language that they were speaking in the Mediterranean before the Africans got there? They ran. How did they trade? Because they ran into other people, and it made it easy for them to trade. On the ocean. That's a hell of a trading route right there. So the Mediterranean culture is really Nilotic and Western Asian people coming together trading. That's the Mediterranean, and mix whatever they want to do. However humans do when they trade and all that. That's Mediterranean culture. Not nothing else you thought it was. And so the Romans and the Greeks and all that, they got to give thanks to the Western Asians and the indigenous Africans. That's Mediterranean culture. Simple.
That's Silk Road extended all the way to Africa.
What? Let me play this video. I'm not listening to you. Here we go.
The Silk Road. Just check it out.
Oh yeah, yeah. But dang, that's China. Here you go. Oh.
So, and he's not.
I explained that part.
I know, but he's not saying they black though. And he's not.
Oh my God! I just got through saying A person with, let me say it again. A person with great, no, I'm gonna say it again because I guess you didn't catch me. A person on a high level of knowledge could say something without saying it. You can say they black without ever saying they're black because again, I just reiterated, yes, that is what he's doing because he's saying that it came from the South.
You did something in England, an interview on the biodiversity of Egypt.
Okay.
So a lot of Afrocentrics uploaded that into YouTube. And they've got the full presentation, and yet they still, with the full presentation, keep on making these racial claims.
Well, yeah, it's about language, yeah.
So that's the part that frustrates me sometimes when people don't look, they make the snippets that they want to listen to. Like Shamarka proves that Egypt was black.
Well, Shamarka doesn't say that anybody's black except himself. And that's for political reasons. Well, Shamarka doesn't say that anybody's black except himself. And that's for political reasons. Well, Shamarka doesn't say that anybody's black except himself. And that's for political reasons. That's very interesting. I didn't realize there was that much commentary going on.
You're very important.
Oh.
So it's a pleasure talking to you because I've read your articles, and for me, they've always been self-explanatory. But like I said, you can't ask a question to an article. What did you mean here?
Right. Well, that's true. And I need to write some longer pieces that really codify. I need to really put in what I consider to be the best science that explains why you're going to have certain things.
For me, there's a difference between being a proud Afro-diasporic, where you're looking to uplift the experience of Afro-descent people, versus a mirror image of Eurocentrism of the past.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I know you've done tons of research on this, and that's why it's very interesting to me. The obsession with Egypt versus cultures from Ghana or Congo or the Yoruba, which are our ancestors more so than in East Africa.
Absolutely, yeah.
And of course, get into this whole debate, were they black or white? And I always say, how about they weren't either, and maybe some look like Ethiopians and some look like Berbers. I doubt any of them look like a guy from England or a guy from Ghana. I once quoted you that you said that there was some Levantine influence. I said, no, there was no Levantine people there at all. And I'm saying, no, Shamarka said that there was no mass migration. He didn't say there wasn't contact and some migration, but the majority of the population was indigenous. And of course, they did not want to hear that. They wanted to hear that it was absolutely indigenous. And of course, in a lot of people's mind, there's this racial concept that Africa is only one race. So they want to classify Egypt as this one race, and anybody that doesn't fit the stereotype, like lighter-skinned Berbers, must be foreign.
Right. Well, yeah, there's another name for that. It's called ignorance.
They're not authentically African.
Yeah, they're more African than steak and cheese. Sometimes it's innocent, but more often it's a crude, cold, and sorrowful reflection of what Western academia has created.
Yeah, it's called ignorance. Yeah.
I'm trying to start a war.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not starting a war. Not at all. I'm just playing what I was trying to say. Not starting a war, yo. This is right. I mean, if you're right, you're right. I mean, what you want me to do? Like I watched the shit 15 years ago. What the hell you want me to? I watched it 15 years ago. And I wasn't ready for it 15 years ago. And I told everybody, I said, don't watch that. He's gonna beat y'all up. Oh, no. I tried to say it. I said it. I wasn't like, come on, man. At a certain point, yo, you just gotta know, yo, all right. The old nigga that went through a lot of battles, yo. I didn't have a platform like this to work me through it. I'm helping y'all through the shit. I didn't have nobody to help me through it. I had to figure it out. Had to fight, claw, and scratch, and learn. And with everybody wasn't even telling me because they didn't know no better. It was one narrative, yo. So, man, I already know what Pseudokillas gonna say. Yeah, he beating anybody up to say they black. He don't use that word. He uses it for himself for political reasons. It's a political statement, yo. You can't put it on the Nile Valley. That didn't make no sense, yo. Like for the group, right? The scientifically literate, we don't even really should be in this argument, right? Because the argument, the people that's saying that they black are actually disqualified from the high level conversation. Because we already know race is a social construct, and we already know just because the color of your skin don't make you a specific person. So just because you got brown or dark skin don't make you from India. Don't mean you from India. It don't. It don't make you from Mesoamerica. It don't make you from there. And it sure as hell don't make you from Africa in the South. All that get blown up when you realize that skin color is a range that occurs. That most human beings are people of color anyway, because they live in the habitable zones. Simple as that. So culture and language, you know what I'm saying, really separate the people. There's no lately everybody been trying to say that they had some kind of racism. I don't know what what's his name? What's his name, Chef? Start talking about Sabio. Yeah, now, oh man, then he really said what he wanted to say. That he really thinks that in ancient times they was racist. Bro, whatever you think you saying it wrong. However you think you thinking, whatever one book you read, no. We talking something that's serious. You got to put the whole thing together to get what they had. You got to mix some science in with it, a little religion within it, and a little colonialism, and then you got that. And then you need the intercontinental ships. Need all that. Perfect. I call it the perfect storm. And even now, at the level of sophistication that we got, you still got yahoos howling and screaming racist remarks. So I got a test for black people. This is how we can do this, right? So, like, if you make like a flyer or something, right? And let's say you got the Black Power. Let's say Black Power. Let's say Black Power, right? And Black Power is supreme, and Black Power is dominant, right? Once again, Black Power is dominant. Black Power is supreme. Black Power is it. Change the word Black Power with white and say it. White power is supreme. White power is the most intelligent. White power is it. How does that sound? You ready to fight. It's the reason you're ready to fight, because you feel like it's derogatory, right? So if you black and you proud, all you got to do is be black and proud. Because if you want something from somebody, no matter what you think they did, right, then you at least got to live the way you want them to be. You can't turn around and start being like the very thing you claim to hate. That ain't going to change the situation, yo. That ain't being soft. That's just being real. That's just being real. So I don't got to do it. I already know I'm black and I'm proud. I already understand what it is. That's my political statement. And I don't got to place that on a group of people that lived 5,000 years ago. I don't got to do it because it don't make no sense, because it's going against science. I ain't never going against science. I ain't never going to lose. Now, that does not mean that I can't see the beautiful colors that range in our communities, that range in indigenous people. Of course we see these things. That's not the damn point. It's the way we decide to play the game. It's the way the game will be played back against you. I already know. If you don't want to sell dope, if you don't want no dope sold in your neighborhood, don't sell no dope in your neighborhood. Because as soon as you start selling dope, you're going to get old and some more people going to come and sell some dope. You just opened up the shop. Oh, man. DQ,
let me ask you a question.
No, you about to see something with bananas. You've been wild all day.
Nah, man, I want to ask you about the Tomb of Seti 1. When they because I heard Bobby speak on that a long time ago when he was talking about on the Tomb of Seti 1, how they were saying that Egyptians didn't classify races, or what we would call races.
They did.
But on inside the Tomb of Seti 1, they found the different drawings of who you can see look like people from Nubia. Some people may look like they from ancient Persia, or all these different areas.
Yeah.
So what would you consider that? What would you think their purpose of doing that was? Was that classifying or?
They were showing different peoples in their environment, how they look, how the different people they ran across look. Stylized too, nigga. You got to know it's stylized.
Right.
Stylized.
Right, definitely
Let's get this
stylized.
straight, because everybody don't
Definitely.
look that way. You can go to one land and so if you was gonna grab an African American, you say that's an African American, what color you gonna choose? You're gonna get the person that you shit. You're gonna get the person you want to get. Does that mean that all African Americans look like that? No, it doesn't. It means that that person is an African American, though. Doesn't mean that all African Americans are the complexion of me and Chef, right? Because look at Super Wavy. Look at this complexion, right? Look at DQ. Look at James. So if we was to get James and say that's an African American, are you presupposed 1,000 years later say, yo, all African Americans? No, you wouldn't. No, that's ridiculous. So, I understand why there's a need to put ourselves in culture that's not ours, because we don't understand our own. And once we begin to understand our own culture, we realize just how serious Black Americans are, just how much progress, how much fighting we went through, how much where we stand now, the way the world looks at us. Yo, the world don't look at us as weak. They don't. They look at us, we want to be like them. So while people want to be like us, we trying to go back 5,000 years and be like them. We trying to be like the Native Americans. Native Americans got wiped out. Yeah, they could. Yeah, they couldn't handle the disease. And remember, I told y'all 80% of the Native Americans got wiped out, and everybody just blew that over. Like, you didn't even pick 80%, yo. 80% of the population that was here, yo. Majority of them and I got wiped out. That's 80%, yo. That's wow. Wasn't no great resistance after the pathogen went through the different diseases. 80%. That didn't happen to us, though. People look at that. People looked at Martin and Malcolm. Yo, they inspired people. We have an inspiring culture, man. So why run from the thing that inspire the damn world? The apartheid, all that was inspired. Am I right or wrong, Chef? The apartheid and all that shit, did not the African Americans inspire them to start getting their freedom, or am I just tripping?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
The whole red, black, and the green thing, man, that's African Americans doing that. You cannot go to a Pan-African conference and not find an African American. And then if you read what the African American contribution was to it, it was a damn organized contribution to it. We could pull that shit up. So we already got the thing. I don't get, it's got to be all the stuff we done went through, yo, that don't allow us to think that we can win. Yo, we already won the damn Egyptian shit. Now you racist to your own kind. Now you like that map Reggie pulled up, that how you look, y'all never look. This how wild it is, yo. This how serious the mind can be tricked. How deep rooted this is, yo. You think we fighting against racism, right? We actually think we fighting against racism, really, by saying the things we saying, but we actually can't get out of the racism. Look, we actually can't. We can't get out our own way, yo. It is proof. Look, let me show you this. This is a fact, yo. Hold on. God damn it. Watch this. We can't get out of it. Look. Hold on. Wait. Cannot get out of it, yo. There's no way out of this. You're not going to get out of it. Hold on. I promise you. You're going to fight me tooth and nails. You're going to fight me to the end. Bet you $5 you're going to fight me. Y'all going to fight me. Make 100 videos. Yo is crazy. He don't love black people. Y'all really think we? Let me show you. Hold on, man. Damn it. 1 second. Where the hell is the Reggie map? We call it the Reggie map. Where's the Reggie map at?
I think you spot on, man, because I did a debate with Domo, and I found out it wasn't until the time of apartheid that South Africa came up with the concept like we have a black and white where they use distinguish, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm?
So I can see where you're coming from with that.
I'm telling you, yo. You got something going here, yo. We got something, yo. Yo, we just gotta take advantage of it, yo. Everybody use our shit but us. That's crazy. At a certain point, it's bananas. Hold on. Did I find it? I think I did. No, man, where is the daggone thing at? This was y'all really. Y'all got us stuck, yo. I'm saying we can't keep fighting it this way, yo. Yeah, we actually can't keep fighting it this way. Yeah, we can't, yo. This shit is so wild, man. Let me see. All right. Yeah, let's see. Engraving depicting what was considered the types of races of men. They was all wild, yo. They was going off of the looker ship, and they had no boundaries to it. That ain't the one I want to show. This ain't the one. They always sit themselves at the top. Hey, I'm gonna show y'all this one. This ain't even the best one, but this is one. Y'all think we look? Y'all really right here with it? Look down here in the left. Look, Zanzibar. Native Americans. Look how they did it. 5 of them. Chinese. Look, that was it. This y'all. New Guinea. I'm pretty sure that's an American. Nigga right there. Big lips, big nose, short hair. Yeah, y'all, that was it. And we can't get out of that. There's no escaping that right now. Because we keep promoting it on the other end and not realizing we're promoting on the other end. You ain't gonna get out of it. You're not gonna be able to get out of it, yo. Like in your mind, yo, you really thinking that. You really thinking. You really think that. Pan-African James come back on here and swears down, right? That he ain't that ain't what he doing. You is doing it. You doing it. And you can't get it out your mind. Let me see. I want to find the best depiction. I had it on the other show, but I guess I ain't gonna be able to get it today. But that's all right though. But y'all get my point, right? That at a certain point you gotta realize, yo, you're doing way too much for no reason, and that you won. And I think it's gotta be that through colonialism, man, you just never think you can actually win, and you don't know what a win is. Yeah, you don't know. Sometimes you gotta know what the win is. You up by 50. Ain't that how you said the niggas up by 50? We like up by 50.
Facts.
On a situation. Now we ain't African. I don't know. But man, y'all gotta make sure y'all support this event we got coming though, man. That's what I really want y'all to do, man. You know, if y'all enjoying the information, man, you know, hit the Cash App sometimes, man, and go ahead and support the daggone event we got coming. That's important. You gotta mute out. You got a TV playing.
Oh, sorry. Brother Unk.
Yes.
Big up on the event. I love the sister. I bought her book, audio book. I'm old and I wear glasses. If I can listen to that shit, sorry to use the word shit, I am listening. I am listening. My Audible gives me 1 credit a month, so I can buy 1 book a month and use 1 credit. That is fair. So 2 books a month. And my audio books packing up considerably on many topics. But I have to disagree with you earlier. You mentioned you didn't have
Free.
a
Let me do
problem.
this commercial for a minute. You ain't looking on the screen. Look, I want everybody to see Dr.
Yeah.
Moy. All right, live interview, June 15th, 7:30. Man, tickets $25, man.
Yeah. And
Tickets
get our book too. Get our book. So when you can come on, you can type in nice questions or concern in the book. Let us know. Let us show that our community is not a joke community.
Yeah, get the book, the autobiography, yo.
Yeah.
Our galaxy, the Milky Way, Moya, Mattia. All right, man. You talk through the whole damn commercial, man. What's wrong with you, man? You had to pay up for that.
Add to the commercial. Add to the commercial. Our book is good. The sister is good.
I had something I was reading from you. Messed it all up. Go ahead. What's good? Talk to us. What you
Listen, what I disagree with is well, you didn't really put it that way. I call religion the cradle of science. It is from religion and religious institute, whether it wanted to be in Egypt, in Mesopotamia, in Rome, in America, in Oxford, London. Those institutions were the cradle of science. Those institutions allow science to grow from them. And most scientists, or who we call scientists, were men of religion.
Okay.
So the God concept played a part in the development of science.
Because somebody was religious?
Well, religious men, most scientists were religious men up to the 18th century.
What else was they going to be? I mean,
I don't like
the money, yo. Who had the money?
You know, I don't like it. You know, I don't like it because I know it was easy to back down. You know, I come off like Savior a while ago. You couldn't even give it 2 minutes before you kill me. You couldn't give it 2 minutes, not even 30 seconds, not even 5 seconds to come back the bullshit.
Catholic Church had science. Yeah, yo, they had all the bread, yo. What else was going on the science, yo?
Yeah.
Roman Empire fell, yo. The Catholic Church was the institution, yo, in Rome, yo, with bread, yo. They got all the money, the slave trade. Man, of course, man. They was, yes. But as soon as the scientific invention went against what they believe, yo, then they put people in house arrest and did all that too. They only go to a certain point. But yes, anybody that reads the history of science knows that a lot of those people would definitely be like, but what else was they gonna be? There was nothing else to be. You weren't gonna holler out you was an atheist. You was in trouble for that one. But yeah, yo. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
At number 2.
What's number 2?
My brother Reggie, if he was in another community, he would have been given an honorary. We call honorary something letters. So
honorary letter.
Right? And our community through Senator have made him an honorary doctor.
Okay.
Right? And he's a man wise beyond his years. And his opinions matter. You cannot be just blowing up the man's opinion like that.
What? I don't blow up his opinion because we ain't talking opinion over here. I don't have opinion conversations. You know, y'all know when it's my opinion, and when I'm giving you the the scientific facts. So.
You know, I know that the day is coming. You know, it has to be a reformat to change people's thinking. You have to reformat it, and I see that's where you're going. You are instrumental to the reformat because
I gotta do it.
And we're going to lose a lot of friends. If they don't change their minds, you're going to lose them.
Man, you gotta know when you won, yo. Now African ain't good enough. How? Now you gotta be a light-skinned African. No, a dark-skinned African. I forgot what show I was on. The man was like, no, you gotta be, that's African. It's the real African. Real African.
Right.
Yeah, it's just too much. It's endless foolery, yo. Yeah.
Once it was all right to be African, now it's all right to be a dark skinned African.
Yeah, you gotta be a dark skinned African, yo. If you ain't dark skinned, then you ain't an African. You something else. Yeah, man, I ain't going through all that, man. I know better. And you know, the truth is better anyway. Right? And we can
I think,
adjust it based off of more information. What's up?
well, a lot of people hate that word African because of the war that took place when they renamed Tanzania.
Boy, you say anything. What is you saying right now?
I'm just saying, a lot of big people don't like that word African in the community today because it comes from Tanzania when they was defeated and that area was renamed. So I think that's the problem a lot of people have with calling people African or calling themselves African, or they disdain for Africa.
It's in the literature, though,
What
yo.
is he talking about? What did he say?
I don't know. Good, check them on that.
Well, it sounds like to me, you're saying that people got a problem with the word Africa. That's what I got from what you were saying.
But I don't. No. I'm saying that they prove that the Egyptians are homegrown. They hit you with the homegrown word, yo. You know what I'm saying? And now we arguing about a particular African now. It's crazy to me.
Okay, I see your point. I thought you were saying about those because we got a whole host of people saying no, ain't Africa because it's named after Tanzania. I thought that was what you was talking about, but I see what you're saying.
That before.
You ain't been hearing that?
I never
Man, that's running rampant.
What? After Tanzania.
Yeah, once I think Alexander, I forgot whoever it was that conquered Tanzania during the time of I think Carthage and all those people. Tanzania was named Africus or Africana or whatever, and that's where they just took that and ran with it, named the whole continent Africa.
You sure you talking about Tanzania?
Damn, what he talking about? He forgot.
Yeah.
Isn't Tanzania an island on the side, on the coast, East Africa to South Africa?
I think you mean Tunisia.
No, that's Madagascar. Tanzania, Tunisia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Tunisia. I probably said it wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. That's where the name came from. When they named that Africa, so you got a lot of people pushing back and saying, "Nah, I ain't Africa," because that was named once they conquered that landmass.
So listen, could this be what's going on? It says the 5 races of man, an illustration from 1911. White scientists invented ideas of races because they wanted to be superior, better than other people. So is it now we want to make ourselves superior? Are we just balancing it out? Is this where we supposed to be at? Or are we continuing too much? I asked the panel that. Start with you, Mr. Marcus. What do you think?
Say that again.
I said, I read the bottom, the 5 races of man, the illustration from 1911. White scientists invented ideas of races because they wanted to be superior, better than other people. So now we riding with that hard. Is it that we feel like we superior, better than other people? Is that like we supposed to be to equal it out at the end? We've been smashed down for so long, yo. We just getting our chance to do it.
Yeah, I would say that it's an overcorrection. I think what happens is, for so many years we fought to garnish our humanity and to exert our presence in the what's the word I want to use, in the development of all human races. So for so long, they would attribute certain qualities to different types of people, and they always kept the Negroid, at the very bottom, basic, savage, brutish, for a very long time. And in that, Black people have fought against that. And in fighting against that, I think that we failed to see some of the growth that we've had, and we are holding people to that old standard of view. So yeah, so the well, 5 is relatively new. It started with three gender genres of human races or whatever.
No, it was like 27.
Yeah, that was at the end. That's towards the end. But
no,
I think,
you sure? I think you got it mixed up.
No, I think Blumenbach didn't Blumenbach only have 3? Didn't he have the
that's at the
Kakazoi?
end. No, that's at the end.
No, you talking about Johann Glutenbach now. He had
got it down to 3,
different colors.
They got it down to 3. It was all we have to like. It was wild. It was.
I may be right. Timing may be off. I thought Blumenbach started it, and then
the
other guy came in with 5, and then as they
Glutenbach
expanded
introduced
more
it to the educational system. That's what Glutenbach did. Johann Glutenbach, he introduced it to the academic world. That concept.
Oh, we ain't listening to you. We cannot listen to you.
That's all he did. I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I did a debate and whooped the nigga ass on that, man.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I think that either which way, that up until the 70s, this was a prominent thought in academia, and that while academia has moved away from that foolish idea, a lot of the general population holds to some of those antiquated viewpoints. And in that case, you get these overreactions going on. So like I said in the Discord, when Hawass made that statement about Egypt not being in Africa, that was a political statement, a pushback against what he considers the overreaching of Black Americans. So instilling their identity and who they are. So that's where I'm at with it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, read that article on scientific racism. Look up on Christopher Myers. All right. That's the one that introduced into the school system, Joe. He was the one of them. There's 2 of them. We actually listened to oh man, what could play it? Is it George Kerr? I think it's George Kerr too. Let me see. No. Let me see.
But you're exactly right, though. What Glutenbach and all them did, man, they created a social construct that the whole world fell for hook, line, and sinker, and we still up in the mess.
We still doing it, yo. And
that's a fact.
We Black and proud. We did the same thing.
Yeah, we don't understand the creation of that whole concept. So I'm riding with you on that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we went all the way, man. Knox and them. Remember I talk about Knox? I believe him to be the father. Hold on. Yeah, Knox really 1853. Let me see. George Giddens. Hold on. Creation of the Arbor of Descent. That's why that's why you get into. Yeah, all right. Let me see. Let me show y'all this real quick. All right, then we're gonna get out of here. So if you come to the article with scientific racism, right? All right. It all ties to scientists. Wow, because the scientific racism ties into Egypt. All right. So if you come here, right here, Knox. All right. All right. He is known for his studies. All right. Hold on. Let me get right here. Wait. Samuel Morton. All right. All right. These are 2. Now watch this. Physical anthropology. He was getting all the skulls. Remember Morton? He was getting all the skulls around the world. Tried to classify them. Okay. His attempt. Hold on. Let me see this. Hold on. No. Hold on. Yep. The cranial capacity. All right. So this day was trying to bring it in, make it scientific, right? Judge, that could judge the intellectual capacity of race by the cranial capacity. Let me see, the measure of the volume of the interior of the skull. And he was getting a lot, I believe one is either Morton or Knox was actually getting that. He was getting them from Egypt. He was getting those skulls from Egypt. All right. And this I'm certain of. All right. And let's see. That's one of his pictures right there. And that's the Negroid. All right. And he had his closest. There you go. Illustration from Indigenous Races of the Earth, 1857. Whose authors Knox, and George Giddon implied that Negroes were a creational rank between Greeks and chimpanzees. There you go. Right here. I got the book. That's Morton and the skulls. And Morton was definitely getting the skulls from Egypt. This I'm certain of. Now let me see. Morton physical given. Hold on. And they call him like the father scientific. One of them they call him the father scientific racism. Hold on. Knox claimed to provide dispute the races created separately. Knox claimed that proved beyond dispute that each race had been created separately. All right. Knox claimed that the writers of the Bible had no knowledge of races except themselves and their immediate neighbors, and that it does not concern the whole of Earth population. Yeah, that's right. Got that part right. See how you mixing it? Let me see.
That's
Charles Darwin opposed Knox and Gibbons. So here you go. This is another point I want to make for y'all. So while y'all saying these is top-notch racists, Knox and Gibbons, polygenists, and creation arguments, right? So hold on. Charles Darwin opposed Knox and Gibbons, polytheists, polygenists, and creationist arguments. Polygenists, many origins, different origins. Remember I told you how Charles Darwin was raised in monogenous? Well, these people was talking about polygenous creationist arguments. Look, in his 1871 Descent of Man, arguing for a monogenous of human species. Darwin conceived the common origin of all humans, aka single origin hypothesis. Look, the recent out of Africa. I was looking for this the other damn day when they was acting crazy about how racist he was. Yeah, he was so racist, right? That he's arguing against these two wild. He's arguing against them. These is top level. Knox is getting the skulls from Africa. He's measuring the cranial. He's talking about the intelligence level. And this man, Charles Darwin, is arguing against them. He's not agreeing with them. He's arguing for monogenous of human species. Darwin conceived the common origin of all humans, aka the single origin hypothesis, as essential for evolutionary theory.
On the phone.
That's the point. Darwin cited Knox and Gibbons' arguments as an example of those classing the races of man as separate species. Darwin disagreed, and he concluded that humanity is one species. Now, remember they pulled up a paper trying to say that Darwin said it was more than one species. Y'all remember that, right? I said you got to be careful. You got to read his work. His work tells you what he thought. You got to read his commentary in his work. So I'm not just sitting around making this stuff up.
No, that's a fact. I got the book. You ain't lying.
So you got other people sitting around here making this up. evolving views on the race of the Egyptians. Y'all still doing this. While originally believing that the Egyptians were purely Caucasian, the authors of Types of Man, right, modified their views based on excavations from earlier dynasties. In their view, the earliest Egyptians were neither Caucasian nor Negro, but an intermediate Negro type. That's another one. Remember, I told you, I said white people never could get the Negroid type that they considered Negroid type out of Egypt. And they did this to them. They said, however, they still believe that pure Negroes exist in Egypt only as slaves. But while it must be conceded that Negroes at no time within the reach ever, even to reach even of monumental history, have inhabited any of Egypt, save as captives. It may, on the other hand, be equally true that the ancient Egyptians did present a type of intermediate between other Africans and Asiatic races, and should such be proved to have been the case. Yeah, man. That's why, that's what I'm saying. Yo, like if you don't stick to science, show all it's gonna get you. Yeah, they just said it was Negro type. It's gonna get you, man. All right. Samuel Morton addressed several letters of George Glendon and stated that he modified many of his old views of ancient Egypt, believing them to be similar to what's this Barbara, but not Negro. Yeah, back and forth you. Thank goodness for science, DNA evidence, right? Because they was all over the place, man. And I couldn't find. I think it's Morton. Just Samuel Morton. Oh, yep. I think I got it. Samuel Morton, Paulo. Yep. That's a key word for y'all. Is a theory in humans' origins, which posits the view that the human races are different origins. This view opposed to the idea of monogenism. Yeah. So Charles Darwin was what? Dealing with the monogenicism. All right. Morton claimed the Bible. I read that already. Noah's Ark. Yeah, all this was in the game, yo. Remember, they wasn't even, they was still on Noah's Ark. Caucasian principle and Negroids at the lowest point. All right. Skulls. Yeah, hold on. What is it called? Egyptian, when confronted, Egyptians had dark skin like other Africans. When confronted with evidence that many ancient Egyptians had dark skin like other Africans, Morton used skull measurements to corroborate the words of George Cursor. Remember him? All right. Was the French naturalist and zoologist, sometimes referred to as the founding father of paleontology. So a lot of these people that founded these things, yo, was wow. So that's why you're not gonna ever get it, because you like, yo, look at these people, they was wild. Yeah, yo, but look where it's at now. You can't stay stuck. Everything changes, right? Whatsoever may have been hue of their skin, they belong to the same race with ourselves. Aside from occasionally dark-skinned Caucasian ruling class. Oh man, they had the dark skin. What the hell is a dark skin Caucasian? Sound like somebody else in the community. Yeah, he ran with it.
Yeah, they wilding.
I mean, God, ain't no way around it. Yeah, this look, the craniology.
Is that the one guy that was comparing the skulls to like a deceased wife he had, who he claimed had the perfect face or some shit? I remember one of them dudes. It was one of them guys. I can't remember which one. He was comparing the skulls to somebody that had died or something that he loved or some shit.
Well, I mean, I think the point I want to make here, man, is that once you read all the literature, all the information, yo, you just got to come to a point and say, all right, man, think we doing too much. We doing just what they was doing. They was doing the same thing. Couldn't figure it out. So we can figure it out now. Huh.
What's good? What's good?
What's good with you, man? What it do? DQ?
DQ, man. Dog. I just shot you something in the back chat. I know I'm subscribed to science.org and they just dropped a new article today that you'll like.
Mm.
They found two new human bones that date back. It pushed back one of the first migrations out of Africa, 26,000 years, saying to an earlier migration that came out, but they don't have any type of DNA effect on us. They saying it was a wave that died out, but they found a cave that they found a substantial amount of bones. But it's a science.org article. I shot it to you in the back check.
I got it. Ancient humans traveled half the world to Asia before main migration out of Africa. This the one you talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
We got a subscription to this too. I just forgot the daggone thing. The login. Because I can actually read the daggone the login. No, they ain't gonna get me in it. I'm getting it. I'll use my school account. I'm in it. All right, what you think it's saying? The discovery deep. Okay, cave. This is Lotan Cave shows human voyage out of Africa by at least 68,000 years ago. Okay. All right. DNA leaves little doubt. All non-Africans alive today descend from a single wave migration out of Africa. James don't believe that. Perhaps sometimes between 50 and 60,000 years ago, but over the years, scientists have found a handful of modern human sites that suggest our species may have wandered from its birthplace even earlier. The study published today in Nature Communication proves some of the strongest evidence yet, of such an early dispersal thousands of kilometers from Africa. Inside a cave in Lumus, scientists have dated a pair of human bones between 68,000 and 86,000 years old. That's a wow. They say, although these precious migrants likely didn't contribute much genetically to modern populations, they blazed a trail into Southern Asia, followed by later generations. Let me see y'all take a look at this. Here y'all go. Appreciate that, DQ. That's the fire.
Do it say what part of Africa they come from?
There you go. I mean, you know, we got this login right here, yo. We logged in. We logged in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna have to finish reading that's in Asia, cave in Asia. That's why I never give them the caves. Once you give them the caves, yo, you giving up all your history, yo. Yeah, never give them the caves. Like y'all wouldn't have lived in cave. Burial termites may have shuffled. So I like to see the pushback on the articles too. Because they're gonna have some pushback on. I like to read all the different communications. Maybe if I can show you how I do it. Let me see. This is actually there you go. That's all. Look. Ain't a lot of stuff. Look, that's all they got right here. Boom, 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 boom. And see, y'all wouldn't even understand how they know how to do that. People might say, oh, yes, but they were unsuccessful and didn't leave a legacy. Our DNA, Westway says, but it doesn't discount the fact that they were there. No tools have been found at the site. Shackelford adds, possibly because people here crafted implements with readily available bamboo, which decays over time rather than stone.
Yeah, they bias as hell with that article because they found
you
two.
just saying anything, yo. You say anything.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
right?
saying I agree with it.
There you
But
go.
I'm just saying the part when they say didn't contribute, I think that's kind of fallacy because they don't know how many left and how many died right
How
there
you
in that
that
spot.
good? How you that good that fast, yo? You ain't went to school the first, yo. You gotta stop that.
No, I just think logically,
Man,
you know.
you don't think
I
you
just
thinking
disagree when they
wow.
say that. The only part I disagree with is when they say they didn't contribute that much. That's it. That's the only part I'll disagree with.
You just saying anything though, yo. What do you mean?
Nah, because to me that's a sleight of hand when they say some shit like that.
Boy, you funny, yo. I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you breathe today. A sleight of hand. You reading the scientific article, there's a sleight of hand in it, huh?
Yeah, you can't say they didn't have no contribute to humanity. To
The
me, that's
DNA,
like
bro. They
They
didn't. If
said
the
DNA. They didn't say humanity. They said genetically they didn't leave any remnants in modern humans. That's what they was trying to say.
Yeah, James. Well, James, you still in the chat fighting. James, you got.
I find that hard to believe, but you know, it is what it is.
Hard to believe, man. I find it hard to believe you ain't even read the article disputing it. That's what I find hard not to believe. Hell, I didn't read a piece of it. You ain't read none of it, and you dispute.
Because if we have human migration, the DNA should be intertwined.
What? Man, you know how old that is?
No, they talking. This was an early migration, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is he saying? I'm so confused again.
He's saying because what you saying?
Okay, if they saying 68,000 years ago, okay, they found two humans in a cave, right?
68 to 80,000. Go ahead.
Okay, 68 to 80,000, whatever you want. Okay, that's cool.
Early.
And they saying, okay, these that they found, right? They saying just because they found these two, they saying, okay, we got this DNA, and they saying, okay, they couldn't contribute much because we ain't finding nothing else. And to me, I just find that hard to believe. I think it's out there. They just haven't found it.
No, that's not what they're saying, brother.
No, brother. No.
That's exactly what it's saying. Okay, what it's saying then?
It's not. I read the whole article a couple times before I sent it in, brother. That's not what they're saying, bro.
Okay, just tell me what it's saying then. Just tell me what it's saying. Clear me up.
I
could be still corrected, but go ahead.
No, you good, King. What I was gonna say, like I said, you on the chat, you can actually click the link because we all disseminate information differently. And if you read it in its whole totality, you might just get a different viewpoint. Because when I first was reading the first paragraph, I was also giving it pushback. Then as I read towards the end, it explained that every 5 feet they go in this cave, they find a new site. So they're steadily finding new things. They're not just going off a definitive answer just off these 3 bones that they found. It's actually a collection of more. But like I say,
See, that's the thing. I agree with the article. Like I told Unc, I agree with the whole of the article. It just when they say didn't contribute that much to me because they ain't found everything. So I think that's to me that's too early.
I feel you on that. So I feel you on that. There's always room for that question mark. I understand where you're coming from, brother, on that.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. Just like I said, I agree with the whole article. Just when they say didn't contribute or whatever. So you know,
hey man, do you know why
when they say
it's too early to say
my bad,
shit like that.
No, go ahead, DQ.
No, I'm just saying when they use the word contribute, just on that part, they was talking about genetically. You know what I'm saying? I know it's still more information they're going to find about it, but specifically on that part, they were just talking about genetically, King.
And then why would they say
that?
I
understand that. I definitely understand that.
Can we just stop?
Hold on for a minute, Stu Peas. Kimmy, why would they say that? You don't even know. You fighting something. You don't even know why they would say that. I know why.
What they
I ain't
have,
read the article yet.
Because what they have on deck at the moment, don't nothing quantify or qualify with the genetics that they have at the moment.
Nope.
With that, what they just found.
No genetic evidence. They didn't get no genetic evidence out of that.
Right. So it ain't matching nothing that they have in their catalog.
Nope.
So what I'm saying is, just because
you just guessing. You guessing, dog.
I'm not guessing, man.
You guessing. That's not it.
Okay, what is it then?
Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you why your game got to be Trump type.
How am I guessing?
Let me show you what you're doing.
So that's exactly what it just said.
It didn't. It's not what it's saying, yo. It's not. Trust me, bro. Look. I ain't even read the whole article, but I know, I understand. Can you see it? Look, based on these techniques, the researchers conclude that the human frontal bone and the tibia were buried in Tampaling sometime between 86,000 to 60,000 years, 68,000 years ago. Now, at this point, based off a genetic test they got, right, that's early as hell. So they couldn't have been part of that. Now, watch this. Here you go. Because genetic evidence suggests that all living non-Africans left that continent later. The bones must represent a population that ventured out from Africa in an earlier wave, right? And didn't leave their genetic mark in the living people. So they're saying that this shit, this is early, right? Early, based off genetic evidence. They use, let me see, they use this. Look, watch this. Now I already pulled up. Let me see. Hold on. They use this, yo. And they trying to get somewhere. They use molecular clock. Talked about this on the show before. Hold on. All right. Here.
Can I
Right
say
here.
something?
No, you can't. No. Look. Right here.
Oh.
The null hypothesis molecular. No, that's not the one. Oh man, is this the one? No. This is not the one. That's the null hypothesis of molecular evolution. That ain't the one I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you molecular clock, and that's how they can tell through genetics that when humans left, because they can trace it back. It actually, it mutates at a constant rate. So they know that based off what here it go right here. All right, right here. Molecular clock and estimating the species divergence. So based off of this, those bones they found couldn't have been part of that wave because that shit's early. They didn't expect humans to be in Asia that damn early. Simple. Well, it ain't simple. You had to understand that. But this is the test they use, and the kind of, that's why I was telling the Native American dudes is acting like they're Native Americans, that we know what time humans, those set of humans got to the Americas, because you can go back in time by testing the rate. It's constant. And it's going to send you all the way back to Africa. Same with certain viruses. I don't even bring this up. There's viruses that humans brought with them, and they can look at the virus, right? Test the virus and know its origin and how long it took to get from there. Anyway, go ahead, Stu Pease. I just wanted to put that in there.
Let me add to what you
Great
said.
article right there.
Let me add to what you said. Africa did not have a barbed wire fence, an electric fence, or a concrete fence around it.
Nope.
Small groups have always attempted to leave. But do you know how lucky that group that survived is? Imagine the bears, the wolf, the lions, the tigers, the predators. A pack of wolf today can kill a man with a shotgun, much as a man with a stick and a stone and a spear. Right? Wolves hunt at night, bears night, lions, tigers, all of that. So people have left and they died. They fall off a cliff. They meet a mosquito with a new disease.
Brother, I think that's called conjecture. You can't do that in a debate.
That's a conjecture. That's
you
fact.
Can't throw out all these fear tactics. Or it might have been bears, might have been this.
That is
no,
fact.
brother,
that is not conjecture. That is fact.
You can't use that to sustain your argument.
That is fact. Human is attempting to migrate. We're a migratory species. And some didn't survive. It's luck. It's
Brother,
luck.
there's groups
Make us
in
survive.
Africa living amongst lions right now and surviving.
But there are groups that didn't. There's many that didn't before we learned. Go ahead, brother.
So, Madon, I just wanted to let you know that when we look at the history of humanity, we tend to think that things happen, at one time, and then that's it. So we think that one day somebody decided to plant seeds and now they farming. But when you actually look at the data and the information, there were successes and failures along that route. So you may have a group of Africans who left out of Africa at 90,000 years ago, and they settle in a place and they die out before any interactions with other people, right? What you can notice is there's a cave where they found the Devenesian bones at. And when they layer it, you'll see that at one point in time, Neanderthals lived there, and then they left or either died out. And then now the Devenesians live there, and then they die out or they leave due to environmental factors. And then Neanderthals come back, and then modern humans are there. And so you see these layers of different people at different times moving and migrating and interacting somewhat at different periods of time. So when they talk about this thing here, that cave, they've been digging in for quite a while, and they're finding a similar situation where you have these layers where the cave is inhabited, and then you see that it's not, it may be animals there, and then you see people there again, and so forth. So that's actually what's going on. And so as they dig down further and further, they're going to start seeing more modulations between things. So it wouldn't be surprising if they found another proto Homo sapiens sapien there and dated back further, because this is just what happened throughout the globe. You know, this is just what people, humans did. So I wouldn't make the assumption that the article is absolutely wrong just based off of a section that I read and I didn't quite grasp the full.
No, well, I think you misheard me. I told him, the brother and Unc, that I agree with the whole of the argument. I mean, the article. The only part I disagree with is when they said it had no contribute to humanity. That's the only part I disagree with.
Did it say they had no or no significant? Don't. Which one did it say?
Their DNA did not impact our DNA.
The actual word said. I thought it was just a terrible word to use. That's all. I just thought it was a terrible word to use in an article like that. That's all.
The actual word said, although these precocious migrants likely did not contribute much genetically to modern populations, they blazed the trail into Southeast Asia, followed by later generations. That's the exact words.
Okay, so they're not saying there's absolutely no DNA evidence. Is that what they're saying? Did you get that from there?
Scientists don't use absolute.
Yeah, they didn't say absolute. All they said is likely did not contribute much genetically to modern populations. There's nothing wrong with that, though. Because like I say, science is not an absolute.
Yes, it is, brother, because it's
Science
called
is absolute,
persuasive
brother.
It's called persuasive. It's called
man, you
persuasive
gotta
propaganda.
stop. Okay, enough of that.
Yeah, you're doing a whole lot, bro.
Trust me, King.
They doing
Because
a
this
whole
is
lot.
what.
No, we're not trusting you. They're not
go
trying
ahead,
to persuade you. Science don't work the way you want it to work.
No, bro. I just understand. I know keywords that
you understand better than the experts.
Propaganda.
You've proved my point all night.
Nah, man, I'm the pushback, and I gotta bring it because
you sound crazy.
We need it. Yes, it is, because
we up against it.
Because check it. It's certain words they use to give you.
Hey, a lot of stars in there tonight, man. Came out to see us, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Y'all know we gotta end it with that cool shit, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. DQ was in the building, man. Appreciate the DQ, man. Gibby and Block, appreciate you, man. Malcolm, thanks for coming through. Your voice is always appreciated, bro. Hey, that article was banging, yo. You know I'm gonna read it tonight before I go to bed, yo. And read it when I wake up, bro. You already know that. 3Ps, appreciate you, man. Madon, man.
Life is a happy accident.
You know I gotta come through and hold
it down. Man, you out there in that, man, that game, man. Hey, man, y'all join the server, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Yeah, man. It's all good, man. Make sure y'all join that event on the 15th. That's Thursday, man. $25, man. 7:30 be in there, man. Get that link. 504 was in the building, man. John, I see you. Rasta, man. What it do? Paul Black. In the building, man. Pan-African Designs. Got stories. I see you. Nike 903. Hey, man, the stars out. You. Appreciate y'all, man.
Peace. Bless on bless.
Yeah, man, all day, man. All day, man. You learning. Top notch. Pseudokillas, man. Bringing you top level science, man. High level conversation, man. All day, every day, man. Yeah, man. Telling us, man. Believe in brain. They was all up in here, man. Conversation, man. Hit the rewind, man. Y'all know what it is, man. All day, every day. Pseudokillas, man. Killing pseudoism thing, you man. Get all the love, man. Y'all breathe, man. Going down, man. Pseudokilla official, man. All day. Every day. Yeah, man. We over here, man. We all the books, man. Yeah. Hit that like and subscribe, man. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Shout out to Scarnetta House content, man. Y'all know what it is, man.